Hey everyone. So glad you to join us. Hey Click, by the way. Also sorry to hear about your feet. I'm joined tonight for D&D by our DM Hex.
Hello.
Yeah, slight delay, that's okay. And by our lovable Glitter playing Zerulia.
Hello.
We're joined tonight by Nomad playing Arvad.
Greetings, lovely viewers.
I myself am playing Matilda. We're joined by Cody playing Foster. He's on his phone, he's working. He had a shift change, apparently, but he'll do his story soon. And we're joined by Seth playing Dusk.
Not even 15 seconds in and you have to bring up feet. Just take the alert one.
No, Click, no. Click needs new shoes because his insoles. You just want, like...
I don't believe you.
Any excuse to... Oh my god. Listen,
you're
Seth,
the
you
one
want
with,
feet of that
Evidently, it's the feet stream.
Pause.
No.
I don't think. Yeah, Twitch is already on. It is already on fire. We don't need to add more gasoline to the fire, please.
It could be more on fire.
Next time it'll be about foreskins.
Please don't.
No, Cody. Now.
Man, we could never stream this
Right.
to YouTube. Not even the first 5 minutes.
God.
We can just. This would be a good time to start making a new intro.
I'm gonna have to do so much cutting. Anywho's, Cody had a story to tell, so if you want to do that now, that's fine.
As soon as I have a better
Meantime,
connection.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. That was
I'll
my
let you know that
sort
he's
of
been
hidden
hyping
cue
this
for
story
other
up.
players. That was my cue for other players to load their modules if necessary. But
He's
Of
been
course,
hyping
but,
the story
yeah.
up before this stream
Alright.
started. So it better be brilliant.
Yeah, it is fucking brilliant. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, so
relatively,
perfect. So I was supposed to have been like done, like I'd say about like 5 hours ago. So the plan, because like right now my main job is on hiatus. The productivity dropped off a fucking cliff. So I'm just kind of like doing side gigs while I'm hanging out at home. And this person was like, all right, you'll run, we got a gig for you to run at 1 a.m. And I'm like, fine, I'll go to sleep now, and then I'll run it, when they need me to. 1 a.m. comes around, and they're like, hey, the driver before you hasn't gotten back, so it's going to be another hour. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'll, just sleep an extra hour. I go back to sleep. Oh, it's going to be another hour. And then it's going to be another hour. And 1 a.m. turned into fucking 8:30.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, so I had full intention on being home. Like, the time that I had, like, planned to, to actually, like, leave, when I finally did leave, was supposed to be the time that I was getting back.
Well,
Poor thing.
That sounds
little
like
Cody.
fun. All the fun underneath the sun.
It's the worst. So now I'm currently in the next state over, and I'm going to be playing through my phone. So here we go.
We will be patient. That's Jesus.
Well, I mean,
we'll try.
you would think in present day that technology would make our lives easier, but apparently not.
No, the technology is great. Everything within trucking, technology-wise, is fantastic. It's the people you can't rely on.
Yes.
How the fuck do you get 7 hours late and not, like, know you're 7 hours late? Like, if they had been like, yeah, they got super backed up, or, you know, like, they weren't able to drive, you know, you're probably going to be going out. Like, you know, it's going to take you 8 hours to get where you need to go. So just tell me that, so I'm not waking up and
So, yeah.
gets where he needs to go, and I will pick up the truck, and then I will go do this fucking job. So at one point, I'm just like, this needs to just be rescheduled, because like I have shit I want to do. There, you know, like, no, we can't do that. So I'm like, at this point, anytime they're like, oh, you're gonna be going to Pennsylvania, Carlisle, I'm like, no, I can't do that. It's too far.
Pennsylvania, Carlisle.
Oh, so basically,
It's some podunk town in the next state over.
they basically want him to take a road trip, go through the state, and then go into what was
I
considered
can't
boondocks.
hear Arvad.
Yeah, Nomad, you're like super duper quiet.
Like,
And you're already
return
at
to the
200%,
room with
so
the
I don't know
mic
what
in it.
happened.
I hate this mic so much sometimes. Actually, hold on. Where the fuck is that cable?
Oh, hey, Color Strike. How you been? Yeah. So we'll continue if you were done with your story. We'll deal with it, and
Yeah,
we're
I'm
gonna make sure
I'm-
that you
I'm
get to
all done.
roleplay. Oh, you're almost home?
No, I said that I'm done with the story. I'm like 7 hours away from home.
Oof.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
How's the mic?
If you keep talking, I can hear you.
Test 1, 2, 3. Coming at you live from
It is
107.5
Still really
FM.
quiet.
All right, let's try this. How's that?
Yeah, that's a bit better. I mean, keep talking though.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, that's relatively okay, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna give it
Color
a
Strike
smidge.
says, been good today.
There we
How
go.
about you? Well, funny story. Now that Cody's done with his, I blew up my back yesterday.
Oof.
I sneezed, and it was apparently hard enough to put like a muscle knot in my back, my left shoulder, my left chest, and my arm, and the like base of my neck. So that's great. I can only
Yeah,
reach
that's
my
one way
specialist
to
tomorrow to book
explain
an
it.
appointment.
Everyone's getting.
Oh,
Everyone's
like
totally
sneezing?
had
Yeah, I
nothing
wish
to
it was
do
from a
with
good
it.
time.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was from a good time.
Ah,
At
You know,
least
it's
then I could
ironic.
have a good laugh with her about it.
you know, it's ironic. You're getting back pain. I'm getting back pain. I got back pain from last week from deadlifting. It's like,
Oh yes, how is
Yeah,
that? by
I
the
haven't
way?
had it this bad since like I did like push-ups and shit. Like 3 sets
Yeah.
of 60.
oh, you're going on.
Oh, thank you, Carefree
yeah.
Dragon. Gifted
yeah,
14 subs. Holy shit.
Yeah, my psoriatic pain
Hang on.
is gone.
Hang on. No, Matt, let me read this first.
Oh, sorry.
It was gifted to Lapel Meshko, Anscore, Nafti. Oh, Nafiti, sorry. Sarge 579, Writer Zero, Toxic Creator, ya boy Marvin TTV, Teresa H Brown, Rofi Big Lol, Joe Steen, Womp I slept with the Herman? What?
Long.
Wink Drake, Ella Smith, and Kaimos. Well, have fun, guys, and thank you so much, Carefree Dragon. Holy shit.
Holy
Um,
crap. What the fuck? What did I come back to?
15
Oh.
subs gifted. I think you were in
Jesus
our
Christ.
Discord as well, so let me just, before I forget, turn you into a apostle so you get access to the free stuff.
Nice.
Ba-ba-ba. It's Color
to the
Strike. Where
Apostles.
are you? Hang on. Oh, you are an
Um,
apostle. Thank you. Right,
Man,
Nomad.
earning-
So,
Goddamn, earning his keep.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
I was just
damn.
saying psoriatic pain has subsided, although I am being a bit more careful. Or at least
Mhm.
for the next couple of weeks. So that I don't lift or move the wrong way and go, ah, my back.
yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Well, I hope you don't hurt yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you having it checked out?
Yeah, well, so far it's just been. So far there hasn't been anything major, but if anything does come up, I will go straight to the emergency.
Oh, and Carefree Dragon also did a Cody vision. I don't know if you guys, like, Nomad, if you have the stream open. I don't want to interrupt you every time.
That's fine.
I mute that. That's fine.
Yeah. Also, Hex, I like the new meme within the D&D session.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I like the new meme.
The whole Wendigo
yeah.
versus the possum hex possum.
In a wizard hat.
Yeah.
I didn't model it after myself.
The possum
It's
wizard
like you
versus
and
the
Gossam
great.
like shook hands.
The possum
Sorry, I
wizard
have
versus
delayed.
the possum wizard versus the great Inferno Wendigo.
Me
Yeah.
and Gossam,
Fleeting Wendigo.
me and Gossam just shook hands in the darkness, and in the darkness we were bound.
Oh no, you're possessing Gossam like Mario does with like his hat.
That's, you know what? Fuck it, it's canon. I like it.
Yeah, we'll take it, yeah.
I
Alright.
thought Gossam was a zombie though, but okay.
No, he eats
Possum
people.
zombie. It's like Seth is like everything under the sun, but he likes to think he's always the better version of it. Right? Like, if he's a robot, he thinks he's, I don't know, some sort of supercomputer, but he's actually just like a Macintosh. If he's like any sort of tea, he thinks he's Earl Grey, but he's just like, I don't know, microwave tea. If he's an undead, he thinks he's a vampire, but he's just like a little ghoul thing. You know.
Ghouls can be pretty badass, but I do see your point.
If he's from an animal kingdom, he thinks he's a great noble stag, dressed in posh attire like the king and queen.
And
It's
you
just like a little
believe you're
field mouse
God,
from.
but you just have a god
from,
complex.
I've been called a goddess. Like, I can't help that.
God complex.
Yeah. I was brought into being by other people.
And I will
Meanwhile, you're
find
like
them
this
all
little
and
badger
take them
man.
out.
So basically, you
You're
want to
this,
basically
you're this
undo
little
the
badger man
chaos.
from Devon.
I've done years worth of research. Of being
Yeah, again, you
Stuck
forget
with
this
you.
woman. Forget this woman is like Sinesh S. She just appeared one day out of the warp.
Again,
like Slanesh.
everyone, no! I'm better than that bitch.
Yeah.
We
Honestly,
got ourselves a new emote.
and then if she's better than Sinesh and I'm better than Korn, but I wouldn't ask my worshippers to kill for me unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, but you don't like have rage all the time. You have moments of peace.
This is true.
Pop, steamed, or grilled?
Jesus.
Oh, god damn it. Not popcorn. God damn it. Yeah, he's corn on the cob because he's so ripped for his and her pleasure.
Oh God.
Remind me to keep you away from
Event
farms now.
abs.
This list is getting too long. I can't take you anywhere.
Country girls make do.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
and we hit a hype train. That
Yeah.
thing, goal thing.
We
Yeah,
hit
free
a
lore card pull.
Oh,
we
we
had
had
a-
to go.
we hit a hype train. What was it? A record? That was the 4.
Hype train completed at level 4. Yeah, but we also
That's-
got like 20 out of 10 subs, I think.
Let's go.
The next goal? The sun never sets on the rat empire. Where does this rat thing keep coming from?
I think they're thinking of the Skaven. Either that
Okay,
or
you know what? I'm gonna give Cody also the Discord rat tag that Hex asked me to give.
Did you
Oh, cool.
actually make the
There
rat
you go.
tag?
Yeah, I'm actually a rat.
I did, yeah, I did.
He is one of the Skaven brethren.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Allow me to turn this stream. What? Cody, what did you want me to do?
I just imagine me and Cody just, we'll round a summoning circle with a cheese in the
Excuse
middle
me.
of us.
Please excuse me for a minute. I have a call on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, you're there with cheese and like a book, and Cody's just like, with like his little goggles going off, like, where'd you want this? And it's this massive pile of warp stone.
That we
It's like,
put it
we're
in
having
the
a
cheese.
sleepover. Like, oh, okay. Cody says the Skaven have become better now that I'm a part of it. Wow. You're not beating the allegations that you're just 3 dire gophers in a trench coat.
Okay, just because you wear the Chuck E. Cheese mascot outfit doesn't mean you're a Skaven.
I mean, if you work at Chuck E.
Aw.
Cheese, I'd believe you are actually just a Skaven occultist, whether you know it or not.
That's some deep cover.
I mean,
Very
I
good.
never said I was a Skaven. I've just been inducted into the Skaven empire, and it has become better for it immediately.
I can get behind that, yeah.
Exit out.
Yeah, he used to be called Twitter. Just
Twitter.
just saying. No, but da 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 da. Anywho, let's get
you
this party
suck.
started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. You love, like,
Oh.
parent jokes.
I like a lot of jokes. I didn't get that one.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll fill in Nomad in a second. Anyways, so where we last left off, everyone, all of you had paid, with the few exceptions, Dusk, paid in blood, literally, for room and board here at the Dark Tavern Inn with our with our friendly neighborhood vampire Banjo Joe. During the day and the night, while this is also going on, Foster as well as Dusk, in their own ways, one through magical means and the other one through scientific ones, tested the abilities and the effects of whatever happens to be in the fog cursing these lands here that you find yourselves in. I'm assuming, sorry. During the night, Dusk decided to lose his mind doing, and unfortunately suffering the effects of multiple effects of the
I
fog
had
itself.
An ayahuasca trip or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of it.
I think my favorite
No,
one was
you
when you
just
peed
went
yourself.
like a stubborn, fucking child. You were out in the woods just catching a cold.
Okay, look, when the chief hands you the pipe, okay, you smoke that shit.
This would have never
You know.
happened if you just listened to my motherly advice instead of just saying, you're not my mom. Just,
You know,
and all I'm saying.
when you said when the chief hands you the pipe, I thought that story would go in a different direction. But you know what? I'm okay with this ending.
What other ending could you? You know what? Never mind.
You said it. I
Penis.
just thought this.
It would have been. It would have involved penis, laying pipe.
Thank you. I thank you, Cody. Somebody had to say it.
Oh my god, I didn't even get that.
The pipe.
And I'm normally the pervert.
That's it. All right. So.
Although that's not saying much in this group.
Right.
Really
So-
top tier commentary at this game.
Yeah. Except
So, enjoying Dusk's company after relatively a strange and exhausting night. By the way, you do have a level of exhaustion. By the way, there, Dusk. Just remember that. What would all of you care to do for the day? You do still technically have a quest to go find a random wizard who's lost in this entire fog zone. But obviously you're adventurers and you guys can do whatever the hell you want. So what would you care to do? If anything.
Excuse me, Mr. DM. I'd like to just put in for the record a correction. It's actually 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, oh, how can I forget? Yeah, sorry. Two
he
levels of
tried to
exhaustion.
throw you a bone, you ass.
And I threw it back.
Yeah.
Like a boomerang, man.
Yeah, just die and roll an adult. We'll wait.
I'll roll a 10-year-old.
Jesus.
Just
Why?
keep getting
Why
young.
kids?
I will keep getting younger until I am a pregnant woman with a child in a pregnant woman's stomach. That's my adventure, my next adventurer. Just to piss you off.
Great. Like, we can be besties.
So, I have a story actually about that. So, I have a friend that I like to play D&D on Thursdays with. I won't be able to do this Thursday, sadly. But anyways, I have a friend who has this habit of unfortunately making characters who end up being the fathers of the D&D group, or essentially just they're the responsible parents of our D&D group usually. And he doesn't mean to do it, but he unfortunately is just the role that is unfortunately thrust upon him. And so, in order to combat this, he decided to make a 10-year-old elven child, because he reasoned quite rightly that we as people would not be able to physically say we will follow this 10-year-old child in whatever they say because they are the adult of this relationship. We would not be able to physically say that in good conscience. So yeah.
I was waiting
Good
for
luck.
the words. I was waiting for the words.
That's the same situation as my wizard in my defeating the Skaven game. He's 15 years old and leading the army and the surgeon to creating a cure.
Nice.
I was waiting for the words. Boy, were they
15.
wrong.
Oh no, God no!
Yeah,
We
at
tried.
15?
We really tried. We tried, man.
That's some animu bullshit.
Well, you know,
Ask
when you got
Catchings
the
like
ring,
10.
yeah,
Exactly,
he
it
was
was-
leading the whole group the entire time.
Exactly. Brock was there doing nothing.
What do you mean? Brock was a ladies' man, but he cooked and cleaned and he was like the mama.
Nothing in the sense of leading. I mean,
He was absolutely not a ladies' man. He was just into ladies and was a man.
Yeah.
He did lead in one particular thing, like the puns, his pun game. He was clearly the leader. He knew what he was doing.
I'll use my frying pan as a drying
Oh.
pan.
Oh snap! Shit, Jesus.
oh, Brock, you classic.
Man's a comedian. He's going places.
Oh. I miss Psyduck.
We all miss that.
I want the duck.
What the fuck?
Well,
Oh,
so
Lord.
we
Oh,
could
no.
we could go looking after this, wizard guy, or we could go and have some fun somewhere else.
I mean, he
You
could be
think as a
dying
character?
right now.
We need
we
proof.
we,
We need
can
proof
have
of
fun
that.
after.
Yeah, And what if he's dying? People die in this world all the time.
Yeah, but if he dies, we don't get paid.
Oh, we're
Actually-
getting paid? How much are we getting paid?
We're getting paid.
We got paid a little up front. Boy, is anyone else
Yeah,
tired?
Front, and then like
How? So you guys don't ask how much you're getting paid before taking quests.
Look, it was enough
did.
that we
I just
took
don't
on this
remember.
quest.
Yeah.
We ask, we retain.
For the purposes of this, because I know Foster was probably there, listening, if not necessarily paying attention. You know, that's to kind of explain why you would be there. You're grayed out, but you understood that all of you, and I don't know if you have this in your inventory, but you all got paid 200 gold up front, and then with the promise of 200 more per person, by the way, once you've come back with proof that he's either dead or alive.
I do believe we did that. We added states.
Alright, that's
So
fine.
yeah, we
I
did
guess.
it. Right. So let's go find this wizard and dead or alive, and then we can go. Although I'm still uncertain as to what kind of island would just appear out of nowhere and have like a field that if you walk through it, you instantly die.
I
That's,
mean,
kind of a big mystery.
The whole transmutation, conjuration magic doesn't clue you into that this place ain't normal.
I just stared at you like this is not my expertise. And
Oh,
yeah,
right.
of course
I'm-
it's not normal, but I'm just wondering how, who did this, you know? Why? What reason?
Good question. I guess we should go find out. In the spirit of science,
Yes, in the
And
spirit
getting
of,
paid.
you know, science, yes.
make a good
And
discovery,
money,
sell it
yes.
to the institution, get paid. Have my name in a couple books.
Yeah, I'll be sure to write you into some of my, you know, poems and stuff.
No, not those kinds of books, but I appreciate it. But I need books that will get me paid royalties when they sell them to the academy.
Wait, but that means you
Foster
have to write
says
them
with
yourself,
dollar
you know that,
signs in
right?
his eyeballs.
Yeah, but you have
That's
to write
gonna-
those yourself, you know that, right?
Dusk is gonna walk over to the door and push it open. Vamp still around?
He at the moment appears to be not in immediate eyesight. He might you know he's somewhere inside the building, but past that you'd have to go looking for him. But he's not in the main foyer, much less the bottom part where the tavern is, or sorry, where the bar is.
I will quietly yell out, "Hey!"
Gold,
Hey.
outwit, tired.
you do hear your voice echo off the rafters and everything, and you do hear from the second floor what sounds like a brief about a banging of, you know, something hitting wood really aggressively, and before you see, you hear and see what appears to be a door just kind of popped off its hinges and fall flat forward, and Joe crossing the threshold over the now suddenly fallen over door, looking in your direction from the second floor. He says, yeah, what can I help you with?
You've been around this part for years. What do you know about the Death Forest?
Death Forest? What do you mean? And he says, as he asks that, he's just putting back the door, not necessarily back on the hinges. He can't do that, but he can in fact just lay it propped up against the empty door frame.
You know, the take a step in and you die forest?
Oh, you mean the field?
Sure. We'll go with
Yeah,
field.
don't step through that.
Anything else?
Yeah, no shit.
'Cause I was feeling like going for it. Wait. You're a vampire, aren't you?
Yeah. I am in fact a vampire.
Aren't you just... Have you ever walked through there yourself?
Oh yeah, multiple times. It doesn't really stop me at all.
Yeah.
Gives me a little tingle every time I go through.
What's in there?
What's in there? Honestly, more or less is more of the same, empty landscape. But it does kind of change a little bit. Like, if you go a little bit further in, it does actually turn a different color. It stops being
What?
purple.
What would it cost you to turn me into a vampire?
I'm not really...
No!
It was just a matter of time before somebody asked. He
I
does
bonk you
kind
on the
of...
head, Foster. And say, I don't think that will work for you in your case.
I'm not really looking for acolytes anyways. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate, that you want to be one, but it's not really
I
something
didn't
I'm
ask
trying
to be your acolyte, I asked to be a vampire.
I'm back. What I missed?
Cody wants to be turned into a vampire.
I
Why?
didn't say that I wanted to be, I said what would it cost to be turned into one?
My question is, why would you want to be Nosferatu? You're already dangerous as it is.
We have a
Wait,
field
the
that if you walk through it, you instantly die, and we've just established that the vampire can just move through it freely.
So he wants temporary vampirism, or he wants this to be a long term.
I mean-
I'm trying to weigh my options. So
Again, ask away, but in your case, Foster, I don't think it will work.
well, it's worth a shot, and I can definitely see a lot of benefits, despite the issues that may come with it.
Look,
Right, well, okay.
You Foster, right? What was that your name? I don't really. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll say.
Yep.
Look,
Yeah,
Foster.
Hex just
with
asked
all,
you a question.
Yeah,
Fuck,
not
I
supposed
gotta
to
delay.
yet.
Sorry, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, but he does continue by saying, I'm not really looking to pass on this blessing, curse, whatever it is, not to anybody else really. It's one of those things that's kind of incurable. Well, I mean, there's a cure, but it's kind of a permanent solution. We stay dead and we stay that way. I don't feel
I
comfortable
mean,
with kind
I'm not really asking for you to explain it to me. I'm full on aware of the issues. I'm saying, what would it cost to have you do that? Because we're trying to do a job here, and I can see the benefits of it.
So you're willing to risk your humanity for profit?
For the 200 gold, keep in mind.
This really is not worth price.
There's a whole lot more money than I could get with a good dose of vampirism. Let's be honest.
Arvad just face bumps. It's just like, oh God, help us.
But with that statement, he does look unhappy with the questions you're asking. It's very clearly written on his face that he doesn't like this form of inquiry. And he says, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are benefits to being a vampire, but there are also drawbacks, and it's a disease. I don't believe in spreading this disease for just the sake of profit, much less, like, I have no price, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to pass this on to anybody.
What'd you do for his
Right,
Awesome.
we find the one vampire in all of Faerun with a moral compass.
That's actually
Yeah,
a
no,
The
good
only
thing.
one, but
Might be. Who knows?
Foster, it might be more beneficial to ask if, someone who is in fact undead to have suggestions on how we can actually get through that field without turning ourselves into vampires.
Yeah, like maybe there's some magic that we could
Well,
use. Perhaps
maybe
some...
for you, but I think that it would be incredibly beneficial for me in my future endeavors of science and finance. But fine, we'll find a different way. Something probably boring.
I just go up to Matilda and just be like, I worry for that poor boy's future.
He can't help it. He has something why he thinks differently.
Clearly.
You know, there is a reason for it. But I would prefer he said so himself. Changing the topic then, Joe, do you have any suggestions how, we could get past that field? You've been here obviously longer. You've been to the other side. Maybe you know of an off ritual or like maybe some sort of switch you can press or lever you could pull to turn it off?
I can't say I found anything like that particularly before. I mean, have you thought of maybe digging underneath it, maybe?
We've tried that with Cody being an NPC, I think. And you said, like, the field went under the soil.
Oh, no, I know
You'd have
that.
to confirm,
He's
though.
asking. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, we've tried.
Yeah.
Mm.
The little guy here is usually our excavation expert, and even he had some trouble.
Unfortunate. I mean, I could pass through it like nobody's business. I mean, other than maybe dying yourselves and reviving yourselves on the other side, or maybe just being tough enough just to force through it, I can't really imagine an easy way through that field.
Hmm.
So,
That being said, so sorry, did Olglick manage to get past that? You said he was studying it.
Yeah, he was studying it, but oh, go ahead.
sorry, I just got another 2 gifted subs. Oh, sorry, no. Hebe sub for 2 months. Thank you, Hebe.
Nice.
And says, take my money. I will take your Irish coins, NJ.
All right, Fry.
It's alright. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he had been saying he was studying it, and I don't think he really got past it because he would occasionally complain about how the stupid barrier will keep him from going further to investigate the rest of the landscapes. So I don't think he really got past it. I think it was just studying it itself.
We
And
at
you
least
said the way to get out of this forest is to want to leave. Correct?
I'm sorry. What was the question, Dusk? I'm sorry. I was.
You said the way out of this forest is wanting to leave the forest. Like actually wanting to leave it.
No. I said the way out. Well, no. I said the way to find my establishment in this place. The easiest way is just to get lost and not know your direction. As for getting out, I don't really know how to get out, to be honest. I mean, I'm kind of stuck here, but at the same time, I'm not really looking to get out,
The forest seems to react to desires to some extent. Perhaps if we walk around, not necessarily. There's a feeling that perhaps if we walk around wanting to come across something in particular, we have to want it, maybe?
So will it into existence, more or less?
Sort of.
I think he's saying the opposite. Like, you have to not want it.
Well, I mean, we were wandering around lost, not knowing where to go, and it gave us something, and I indicate to the vampire, which knows of, like, general locations about this place.
Mhm.
So maybe if we walk further, wanting to come across someone particularly knowledgeable, smart, even, we might run into our, wizard.
Oh.
I frankly agree with Dusk. We've came here, walked around in the woods, met a vampire, gave them blood, and looked at soil for a while, and heard about a deadly field. We've gained nothing standing around here.
All right, let's put that to the test then.
I mean,
I'm all in because I have no other ideas.
certainly worth a try if you want. I mean, good luck out there. Try not to die. I'd like to see you all again, just hopefully soon. I appreciate y'all's company, to be honest.
You could totally help us prevent that, but you choose not to.
Well, wait, you're not going into the field, and I'm not spreading my disease. What do you want from me?
Anything useful.
I mean, I have the tavern. You could stick around a little bit longer. I have that.
Standing around isn't useful.
I can't help you then. Sorry.
Exactly.
I don't want to steal your moment here, Cody, but Matilda walks up and is like, he's a bit cranky. He didn't get much sleep last night. And I pick him up by like the scruff of his like trench coat, hold him up to my face and like, listen.
Like a cat.
Yeah, just
You are
now,
a cat.
listen, he
an
doesn't
orange
want
cat.
to do it. You don't have to make people so uncomfortable. It's not polite. We'll find a different way, okay?
All we've had is nose people telling us what to do and sending us into death for only meager pay. I'm tired of it. I want to. If we're gonna do something, let's do something and encounter people that are useful to our mission.
I
is a
agree,
fan of
so
Machiavelli.
let's head out then.
He really is a fan of Machiavellianism, isn't he?
Who's Machiavelli?
Well, old guy who wrote a book about some prince into the faraway line. Long story.
So, Joe, oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, please, after you.
So, if we just wander about aimlessly, we get to leave. But if we're actively trying to find something, we may stumble in on it. Is that what they're trying to say?
No. Let me speak straightforward here. So, in order to find my establishment, most people weren't looking for it. Most of them were just hopelessly lost. I don't know why that's the common thing, but I do know that that's what happens every time. If you ever need a place to stay here, just get lost and stay lost, and then you'll find my tavern.
Getcha.
So I think
this like I fail safe at almost.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Right. So I guess we're heading out then. We still have this wizard to find.
All right.
Good luck out there.
Well, I hope to come across someone with deep, vast, arcane knowledge. And I start trudging through the mud very, very, very slowly.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for your
Joe.
hospitality.
Of course, happy to
Yes,
have
thank
company.
you so much.
Thank you for the donation of blood. I will have that make sure it keeps me going for a while. Take care of yourselves, and if you ever need lodgings, just like I said, get lost.
You take care as well. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right, and all of you collectively start filing out one by one, with Dusk trudging forward slowly but surely, ahead of the
Yeah,
group.
sure, so it's almost right.
Foster is going to sit atop Madeline's shoulders, holding onto her head.
Oh my god. Have you washed your hands?
It's like a Pikachu.
Yeah.
Of course. My hands are always clean because they have to be prepared to do surgery.
But you're also an excavator. How does that work?
Are
You
you
can
really?
wash your hands at any time. Don't you know that?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
also-
enough.
Also, you've been with him the longest. You are now questioning this man's logic.
No, I'm just saying. His logic tends to add on as the days go by.
Exactly, which is why I only say very little.
I look at you, Arvad, and then to Dusk, and I say, Dusk, do you want to ride on bacon? You seem a little tired.
I'm fine. And I do fall flat on my face. And I don't get up for a couple of seconds.
Oh. Arvad, give me a
Well-
hand, would you?
I'll get this.
You're-
All right, come on.
As you help him up, the entire front side of you is just caked in mud now. By the way, Dusk, you are just from head to toe, just purple mud. At least the front part.
Oh, wait, yeah, that.
You're like,
Right, we seat him on bacon. And then we proceed to go on, because, exhaustion too is nothing to snuff at or scoff at.
Indeed.
And Dusk, what was the desire that you had, by the way?
You find someone with vast arcane knowledge out here.
Got it. Okay. So, you venture about. I will say, as you venture out, and as the Dark Tavern Inn begins to recede into the fog itself as you move away, it doesn't take you too long. But it takes you about 5 to 10 minutes of trudging in the direction that you are, away from what was once the tavern. When all of you see upon a very large rock what appears to be a gopher, but not. It doesn't look like a gopher you've ever seen. Where most gophers have like this nice, like kind of tan coat. This gopher is some of its, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of its fur, patches of its fur throughout his body appears to be kind of black, and his teeth appears to be sharpened from the front as he's looking in your direction as you're approaching. And you hear him pipe up, "Welcome, I want to know, you are here in my domain."
I just stop for a moment and stare for a few seconds, and I'm like, who might you be?
I
good.
am.
You see and hear it too.
I'm sorry, what were we saying there, Zerulia?
Said, oh good, you see and hear it too.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. My name is Quill. Quill, the guardian of this little 5 miles stretch of land. You are here for me to decide what to do with you. And he like gives you like this like very dramatic like look as he extends his head back and points at all of you right now collectively moving forward. Or now that you're kind of stopped in front of him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you say he was a dire gopher?
You could roll. Sorry, you could roll a nature check if you want to see if he is in fact a dire gopher. He doesn't look like your regular gopher. You know that much.
Is I was just like gonna look up at Foster and be like, "Do you know this guy?
Is he one of your kin?
Yeah, is he one of
Kind
your
of.
people?"
I'm an
Brenda.
excavator. I'm not a dire gopher. We just happen to share the same workplace.
He's a colleague. He's a colleague.
Or maybe he just shares your proficient. Maybe he just shares your expertise.
He keeps rapping.
Mm.
Cody,
Honey,
you're all
honey,
robot
honey.
voices.
Robot Foster.
Yeah, you're a robot.
Did we just witness him turn into a warforged?
I think so. He just
No, he's part of Skynet.
man, what can't Foster do? He's 3 dire gophers in a trench coat. He's now also
He's a robot.
3 dire
Yeah.
robot. Oh, wait, 3
I
dire
mean,
robot.
Robot gophers in a trench coat.
Yeah, thank
Now-
you.
Now I'm now just having this headcanon that just Foster's just one of the reasons he's just so what's the right word? Unorthodox is because he's just been isekai'd into this world.
3 robots in a 3 dire
Oh.
gopher robots in a trench coat being isekai. You know, I've seen crazier.
Yeah,
3 sentient Tamagotchis.
yeah.
In a trench coat.
Yeah.
We really
God
need to
damn
emphasize the trench coat.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure he'll be
No,
back soon.
we're just waiting for him to come back. Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, what brings you here, and what treasures have you brought to me to you facilitate and pay homage to me?
I'm sorry.
To a
Treasures?
Yeah. Sir, we are simply just passing through. We did not know this domain was this place was part of your domain. So if you will just kindly allow us
Can
passes,
you
we'll be
guys-
out of your.
Can you guys hear me all right now?
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we can hear you.
Yeah, now I hear you.
All right. Fuck off and get out of our way, you stupid rodent.
Okay, cool. You say that, Tim? All right. He proceeds to cast
Yeah.
Fireball. No, I'm joking. He doesn't cast Fireball. He doesn't have that ability.
I was about to say
Oh
if
my God,
I was
my
about
heart.
to say yeah, I was about
It's
to
like,
say
what the fuck?
if that gopher was able to cast Fireball, I would just be like, hit the deck.
I just
So,
I just want Foster and this Gopher dude to have like a shout off to each other, like a debt fest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this Gopher is gonna try to solve his issue upon immediately being insulted. So the minute you said that, Foster, he looks incredibly offended, and he says, "I will make you pay for that." And then he proceeds to dive off his rock into the ground, and he starts digging.
Oh, okay, so it's a battle. Foster's gonna stand onto Matilda's shoulders, and he's gonna start digging.
Digging.
I
What?
see.
Wait, how are you
Oh
gonna
my
dig
God,
from
it's
her
a dig
shoulders?
off.
It's a dig
No, he
off.
jumped down from my shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you jump off her shoulders and you immediately squelch into the mud. You begin to dig. Mind you, I've said this before. You're gonna be moving at half speed, unfortunately, because mud. But you do eventually, after digging. I'm assuming. How are you digging? Are you digging just 10 feet down, straight down, or how are you digging? Just so I could get an idea.
I'm basically following him.
Oh, okay. So, in a way, he's digging in his way towards you, and you can see the small little furrow that the ground being disturbed as he's making his way in your direction. So you just dig down. I would say probably 2 or 3 feet. Probably a little bit deeper if you're trying to really be underground. Are you trying to be
Oh
underground?
no, I'm literally meeting him head on.
Oh, okay. So you dig down about 3 feet, and you have your drill. And as he doesn't see it, he can hear things, but he is moving his direction towards you. He unfortunately digs towards you with your drill held out already, digging in his direction. And without further ado, he just gets squelched as your drill just bites into him, and he just gets thrown in every direction. You annihilate the dark Gopher.
And
That
then,
could talk.
I just look over the hole that Foster dug in there. It's like, what's going on down there?
Foster climbs out of the hole with, I guess, blood and viscera on him.
Oh, well, I see you won that battle.
What did you do?
Apparently,
I'm not going
What
to
did you
let him
do?
step on my territory, demand gifts from me, and not even to have the goddamn common courtesy to offer hello.
I look up, see him covered in blood, and I put my head back down and say, "Fucking moron."
I'm just
No.
so
Oh.
Him or the dire Gopher?
yeah.
Yes.
It's just like, so you just committed murder over a lack of greeting.
I mean, I was prepared to fight him, but he ran right into my drill.
I just face palm.
You ran into your drill.
I just face palm while holding my hip. I was just being like, I should have stayed in the monastery. I'm going to die. I'm going to die surrounded by a Tormodo teenager, a girl, a magical girl in the hood, a giant woman, and a boy who literally digs everywhere and everything.
Gotcha.
This is how my life ends.
Oh.
Well, at least it'll be exciting. Now, let's if we're going to be doing these mind games, let's be more specific. And Foster's going to take a moment and I noticed my connection dropped. Is it bad?
No, you're
okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's relatively okay.
Cool. Yeah, so Foster is going to try and focus his mind on someone articulate. What's the word? Hospitable. As well as arcanely intelligent, somewhat well studied.
So Zerulia.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Dragon.
I like how
I got
he
Mom's
never
little
wakes up.
gremlin.
Mhm.
I swear to God, he killed the one person who knows how to disable the field, didn't he?
Please don't.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Should have ran into my drill.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus.
I swear to God.
I like how at least two of
Head
us are
into
covered
his
in
drill.
detritus.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just here just being like how? But why? And I just look up at the sky just being like, what did I do in this past life or this present life to deserve such a fate?
So,
Onward?
so
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Would you mind? So, with that in mind, Foster, I'm gonna ask you to repeat that in a moment. But I'm just gonna say, for the sake of this, I'm guessing all
Got
of you are just leaving, right? You're going and continuing further forward.
Yeah, we don't have really other options, I guess, that we know
That's right.
of.
Yeah, just checking. All right. So, as you continue your walk after this incredibly strange encounter, Foster, what was that thinking that you were imagining that you would like to do? I'm sorry, repeat it one more time, just so I know.
You got it. So it's, I assume that this is, both I and Foster is assuming that it's functioning similarly to the astral plane, where the power of thought is useful. So Foster is trying to find someone hospitable, articulate, and well studied on the arcane.
Interesting.
I see.
This would be you guys' wheelhouse.
All right, let's see how this goes.
What's Glitter's intelligence level?
Do 10.
So she's average.
Oh, well, then it's definitely not her wheelhouse.
Figure guy.
Yeah, you're the arcane deuterino. She's a warlock.
Yeah, she's all charisma.
Okay. So as all of you venture forward, and with that very heavily in your mind, Foster, imagining all that, willing it into existence, so to speak. It takes you another 5 minutes. Thankfully, not too much, as you walk past the rock and you venture further into the unknown here, as you squelch through the mud collectively. You come across something strange. You smell on the air just something that maybe some of you have never smelt before. It smells rank. It's as if something may have been burned, some kind of sage or other, but it's the smell of burning and you can't make sense of it. But you do see some shape kind of coming out of the distance as you begin to approach what appears to be another creature.
Jesus Christ, Bacon, I'm back here. God damn it.
It wasn't him.
I'm pretty sure that was not bacon.
Don't you dare.
But it smells like sage burning or something or other. And as you see another creature manifest out of the fog, this time you see what appears to be a bovine of some sort on 3 legs, not 4, unfortunately, missing the 4th, and seems to be kind of just like in the mud, not necessarily stuck, but just laying on top of it, and appears to be looking in your direction as all of you begin to kind of like pass close enough by to at least see it. It doesn't speak. It barely looks lethargic and lethargically in your direction as you're beginning to approach.
Ooh.
You want to kill this one too, Foster?
Oh,
We are not killing this cow. Look at it; it's already in pain.
Now look at the
There's
little
no reason
cow.
to kill. There's no reason to kill a cow. He's so Harper. I'm gonna keep saying Harper. Foster. Is going to stare at the cow, and he's gonna use his telepathy on the cow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. So you use your telepathy on the cow. You hear nothing. It is empty and barren. You don't even hear echoes of what sounds like anything for a good 4 to 5 seconds, which concerns you because brain activity usually isn't even this slow, even amongst some of the animals you might have already beforehand, tethered to. But you do eventually hear one thing. One word, 3 letters. Yum. And that's it. You just every 4 to 5 seconds, if you stay tethered, you hear him say yum. And all of you...
What? I'm sorry. Were you gonna say something else?
Yeah, well, one last thing. That confuses you naturally, because why? And you see that he is chewing something, some kind of cud, some kind of grass or something in his mouth. You don't know what it is, but he's chewing on something. Even though you haven't seen grass in any direction, it's all just mud out here. So he's chewing on something. I don't know.
3 legs.
I gotta take some liberties here. Foster hearing just yum inside of a cow's head is not going to be surprising. But just in case, I'm gonna read this thing's mind.
Why do I have a feeling that there's some more to this cow than
Just surface level thoughts.
Immediately upon the surface level thoughts, he says, "Yum, this is good stuff." And he's just him constantly repeating that.
Oh, good. It's just a normal cow. Foster's going to take out some fruit from his rations. He's going to try and feed the cow.
Okay. Give me a second while I find out how. Give me a second. I have no idea. Do cows eat? I feel like they do, right?
They should. It's good.
They eat berries. They eat fruit. They also eat. The main thing, they just eat grass. And
Yeah.
He's not asking about that. He's asking how much a cow can take your arm.
Yeah,
Look at the
exactly.
cow.
That's
Oh,
yes, that's what I
God.
was asking for. Okay. Just for the purposes of this, I'll say, yeah, he doesn't seem to register it at first, to the point that you kind of almost have to like press it against his chewing mouth almost before he just kind of leans forward and he takes the fruit in his mouth and he begins to eat it alongside the cud that he's chewing.
Foster is just going to pet the cow. He feels much more relaxed.
I mean, it is just a regular cow, but you know, upon running your hand through his head, he does accept it. By the way, it's not like he's resisting. But you go reach up, you pet his head, and I'm glad you're relaxed, Foster.
Yeah. So he turns and looks at the group and says, "You know, it's the people that talk shit that get on my nerves the most. Normal animals are innocent. They deserve nothing but the best."
I see.
You're still covered in blood and viscera, by the way.
Yep.
I
Odd
would
speech
like to
for
know why he's got like 3 legs.
Maybe
How
lost,
does he survive losing a leg if no one tended to him, you know?
Maybe
Maybe
he's
a
pretty lost.
crocodile.
Or maybe he lost a leg prior to getting lost into this fog.
Maybe, but like this was an island.
Can't do a message.
Like it's surrounded by water.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
but
pull
maybe
out my
it was
machete.
maybe it was a crocodile. Like did a death roll on its leg.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Again,
roll the
it would have bled to death.
Okay, with that
Maybe.
medicine check, strangely enough, you could see that her missing the leg, which is missing up to like the bottom part of her calf, it does appear to be strangely surgical. Whatever did this, whatever for whatever reason this cow is missing its leg, is really, you know, that this cut's too clean. It is mind you, it does appear to be cauterized, so it's perfectly fine. Its skin has already healthily healed over the wound, but whatever did this to this cow to give it only 3 legs, clearly somebody had intentions behind it. Whether good or bad, you're not too sure, but it does look healed, like it's been healed for, I would say, maybe at this point, years.
Okay, I pass
So this
information
cow
along.
doesn't look like it's wild, right? Question mark.
Yeah, domesticated.
It does appear to be domesticated, just if for no other reason, because you do see what appears to be a small brand on its hindquarters.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Foster's going to utilize detect thoughts again and see if he can detect someone nearby.
Okay. You go to hit the immediate. How far does it extend? Out of curiosity, I just want to know.
Cody?
Up to 30 feet.
Oh, up to 30 feet. Yeah. Unfortunately, you just hear a lot of the surface level. Or sorry, you detect the thoughts of your immediate party, yourself, and the cow within 30 feet at least, but nothing else really pops up, unfortunately.
Interesting. This is clearly someone's cow, and if it's someone's cow, then maybe we'll be able to bring them out. and Foster's gonna like pull out some rope and fashion a lead, and he's gonna start leading the cow, trying to lead the cow with fruit.
Hey,
Go
Scully,
ahead
go on.
and-
Did you make a new friend?
That's pretty cute.
It is
never
pretty
pictured you-
freaking adorable.
Never pictured you to be an animal lover.
Yeah, of course. It's people that I hate.
And Diet Gophers.
It's like, we're standing right here.
Go ahead and
Well, not you people. You people are cool. So I'm not.
go ahead and roll me an animal handling check there, Foster.
Okay.
Hard. Wait, he can't roll though.
Oh,
Right?
Can you not?
All right, because he's not.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
not-
just gonna roll on D&D Beyond.
Okie doke.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Oh, I didn't realize I made a pun. That's funny, Color Strike.
Surprisingly, with a 1 to my animal handling, I got a total of 20. 19 on the die.
You,
Nice.
you got a 19 on. Okay,
Nice.
sorry. I was like confused. I was like, thought you rolled a 1 for a second. Okay, sorry. With a dirty 20, you. So wait, how are you leading him out? You said you were wrapping rope around his neck, or I'm sorry, what were you doing? I just
No.
wanted to make sure.
I wrap the rope kind of around its upper body and neck so that it doesn't pull at its throat, and you know, just have the berries kind of in front of its face.
With relative ease, as it appears to be really liking the taste that you're offering of the berries, you hardly even have to really pull on the rope before he just begins to kind of follow in your direction, following the berries that you are kind of slowly but surely like teasing him little by little. You do feed him a berry or two occasionally, but otherwise you are just he stands up at his full height, which he is taller than you, by the way, and you're he's clearly following you.
All right, everybody, come on. We got a wizard to find, or they'll find us once they realize they've taken their cow.
How do you know
It's
the?
interesting that your resolve has been like increased so much.
Yeah. Also,
Now
how
that
do you
you've
know
met
that?
the cow.
Well,
Also, how do you
What
know
do you
that the
mean?
cow is? Well, you seem to be more resourceful, more than usual. Also, how do you know the cow is going to be for the wizard?
He doesn't claim that.
You
He
know
just
how-
wants to find the wizard now.
You know how? Well, no. I mean, I want to get the hell out of here and get paid, but I assume that if there's anyone nearby that is taking care of this clearly domesticated cow, they'll be upset once they're gone. Foster says, pointing towards the brand.
Touche.
I mean, that's pretty logical. Not gonna lie.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we have a new creature to our party.
While walking and still thinking for the same thing, Foster's going to ritual cast Detect Magic to see if this cow has like a magical tag.
Oh, okay. So as you're walking, or I guess you can technically ride the cow and probably cast it. It's fine if you ride it, assuming.
Yeah, sure.
With you riding atop the cow now, you ritual cast Detect Magic. You unfortunately don't really detect any magical effects or abilities or brands on this cow at all. It appears, for at least all intents and purposes here, as you're trying to link with this cow, it appears to be a regular cow with a regular brand. But other than that, nothing else. Well, other than the fact that it's only got 3 legs, it doesn't appear to be too special.
Interesting. I wonder if we could do something about that. And I guess while riding on this thing, Foster's gonna take off his backpack and basically wedge a little desk on the back of this cow while it keeps walking. And he's going to start trying to draw up some schematics to give it a robotic leg.
I just look in this. I just look in complete disbelief, and I'm just like, is there anything that you can't build at this point?
No. It's not so much that I can't build something, I might not have the time to build it.
You're just an entire encyclopedia of ideas, aren't you?
Yes, actually, a lot of ideas.
Yes. Ideas.
And
Yes,
unlike
yes.
that rat bastard Ratman, I'd have more, but he decided to steal most of my ideas.
Color Strike says this cow needs to be protected. I agree. Oh, hey, Birdozer! He pulled a Lorkhart. Let's see. Oh, it's the Cody and Mon plushies. You know, maybe one day we'll have those for real.
Steak. Dusk will be having steak for dinner tonight.
You're not eating the cow.
If anything
You don't know.
happens to this car, I
You?
will do
Car.
torture upon the person responsible.
And I will.
Hey, you
will
don't
join
know
it.
that what's going on in Dusk's mind right now, okay?
Dusk,
I just look at-
listen, you're writing checks that your exhausted level 2 ass can't cash.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm just like, I just look at him, and I just see the hunger eyes, and I'm just like, don't even think about it.
You could have come in and eaten. But no, you have to stay outside.
No,
and
the
cool.
idea that like he thinks he's thinking it, but he actually says that out loud, including the part like, "Hey, you don't know what I'm thinking."
I just look
Yeah.
at,
Hey,
I just look at
this
him.
is a daydream, okay?
I just look at him and it's just like, listen,
Oh,
please don't, because if it's not, because it won't be us. You will have to be concerned about. We have to be concerned about the militant midget with an arsenal.
yeah.
100
and
sessions from now.
explosives.
100 sessions from now, this cow is gonna help you fight God.
Oh yeah.
We need to get it a mechanical leg.
But not. And I'm still. By the way, Dusk is still tired. Like
Yeah, I know.
delivering these.
Hmm.
I don't know how big of a menagerie you're trying to build. But everywhere we go, we seem to be picking up more and more party members.
It'd be glad that we did, otherwise you would have been stuck in that one town.
I'm regretting not being there right now.
No, you're not. You have to stop saying such things. You're very hurtful to Arvad.
So we let you lead after a brief run-in with someone who might have been able to tell us about this place. And all we come across is a cow.
You mean the Gopher?
Yes, I meant the Gopher.
The Gopher seemed
Yeah,
a bit
okay.
more eccentric.
Yeah,
To be fair.
yeah. He was
Also-
kind of a dick, though.
By the way, all of you also know that dire versions of an animal normally can't speak. So I just want to point that out.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm totally on board with that. Like that was
Oh.
an interesting that was an interesting thing to see for 5 seconds.
When I saw that, I
Yeah,
was just
we
like,
would've
okay,
died.
this Gopher is clearly not normal.
Not even close to a normal dire.
Well, it was his issue for not coming correct.
Next time,
He didn't come correct, so he got corrected.
And was sent to the
Yep.
afterlife, clearly.
next time, could we
No,
make sure
more-
he's not in charge of speaking at all? And I point to the.
I mean,
I'll point to
Zarulia
the
has a
miner.
way with words. I would prefer it if they, they took the word now and then. They know what they're saying.
Agreed.
Story was like mildly hungover, and she's like, "Oh, me. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I would be much more passive about how we go about things until we know whether or not it's going to be an advantage to keep that person
We could start like
around."
Yeah,
a mini
also-
council of blue people so that you, Zerodia, and Foster can have like a back and forth.
I also just noticed Aurelia is falling off a bit, and I'm just like, I got you.
I don't know how you do this all the time.
Years of practice. Also, it helps when you've trained a lot and have a core like iron.
To drink?
Oh, training.
Oh,
I just say,
But yeah.
I'm just big, so whatever you guys drink, I can drink double of it.
Again, if this is your size, I fear the size of the men and of your village,
I told you they're bigger than I am.
and that's what
Aurelia just
terrifies
sighs
me.
and
Yeah. What do you want me to like? This conversation is like going on as we're walking. Like, what do you want me to say? Like,
No, I'm not saying.
I
I'm not
can't help
saying you
that.
Well, I'm not saying it's something within your grasp. I'm just amazed.
oh, okay, no, I get you. Definitely has been quite, interesting to see so many short people around.
So, as the party collectively moves further and further away and into the fog itself, squelching over once again more purple mud, I do want to know, what are the forefront thoughts of Madeline right now? Or sorry, Matilda. What is Matilda thinking? Like, just randomly at this moment.
Well, she's worrying. Like, she's a bit of a worry right now. Dusk is, like, super duper tired, and he's worried about his future. She's worried about the blood and gore on Foster, and that he's a bit unhinged. She's worried that we'll never find, like, an answer, because she's really not mentally equipped for these kinds of things. She likes to explore and discover, but she's not a great detective. Like, she's like, more protective than anything else instead of, so that she just follows along and trusts that her diminutive, companions know what they're doing.
Matilda, out of curiosity, just so I know, what's your favorite smell? Like, do you have a favorite smell? Just a smell that, you particularly enjoy?
Yes, there is one. If I can delve back into my own lore for like a few years back, the smell of the feast, like broiled meat, freshly tapped like ales and beers, and the smell of a hearth fire.
About 5 minutes into your journey. Another 5, I should say. All of you begin to see, as the fog begins to kind of roll away, little by little, you see actual tufts of grass, like green grass. You see what appears to be occasional bits of shrubbery here and there, trees that aren't fully dead, actual leaves stuck on top of them, bright green, the brightest greens you've ever seen. As you travel further and further, getting closer to this landscape, and all of you can smell what smells like something cooking. Just very pungent but very, very delicious smelling smell of meat of some sort or other. Just being cooked, slowly but surely, salt and peppered. and you smell as well also what's barley wheat of some sort or other just infused into what you could only imagine this ale would taste like. You smell this all on the wind as you step over, or I'm assuming you're stepping towards and over onto this grassland that has suddenly just appeared out of the
It does
muddy.
look very suspicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just.
that-
Nose just starts going in, and I'm like, does anyone smell food?
Oh yes.
Is it? Yeah. Something smells really good, actually.
I
Suspiciously.
smell a trap.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
Number one, detect magic.
Oh, yeah, no, you go to detect magic. Clearly the world in front of you is all, I would say easily, you know, it's of the illusion variety. You don't, there's no real spell component to this. It's just the entirety of it all, including what you could perceive as, you know, the air around you smells and looks of magic. Clearly illusion.
Indeed.
Yeah, so am I able to see through the illusion?
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, it's for you. It's just more mud.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
illusion, guys.
What do you mean? Like, do not say this.
No, I see it, and I can see through it because it's an illusion.
Do you mean to tell me that this isn't real?
He may have
Yes.
a point. I mean, he may have a point considering airing all the madness that we've seen.
I mean, it looks so real, though.
Looks can be deceiving.
Looks real, smells real, isn't real.
So if I reach down and touch this grass and pull up some grass, it's not grass. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Uh, let's see. Hold on a minute.
Foster, you're fairly intelligent, right?
Oh yeah.
With all the messing I've done with you, I think some synapses could probably fire. So for the purposes of this, just roll me an Arcana check.
That's gonna be a total of 18.
Damn, okay.
With that roll, you know clearly, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that there's something strange going on about this entire landscape. Just insert your reasons here, right? But you know that this is strange, even by regular magical standards. You don't know how necessarily the world itself kind of reacts to the individuals who inhabit it, but you do know that this place is messing with you. All of you, collectively. And you know of certain planes of existence where the world literally reacts to the individuals who inhabit it. And you know one realm that particularly is very good at, likes to mess with people. You don't know why the landscape is the way it is. Because most of the time, the Fey realm doesn't typically look like this.
I figured it's fucking Feywild. It's Fey magic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but for the purposes of this, you can tell that you are in some way, shape, or form in the Fey realm at the moment.
That explains a lot. So yeah, Foster is gonna look at the cow to make sure that it is not an illusion.
Poke. Go on. Turn into a fairy. Do it.
So, anyways, you could easily sift your hand through the grass and just easily just touch nothing. I mean, it's close enough that
I'm not
you could.
touching the grass. I'm touching the cow.
Oh, sorry. No, the cow is not an illusion. No.
Oh,
Sorry.
sure. Roll for
Oh,
initiative.
Wait. You already cast detect magic. Why would I go back and renege that?
I don't know.
Anyways, point being, the cow is real, 110% real. Like, you touched him, you're riding him, you've detected magic on him. There's nothing particularly special about the cow except for the fact that it has only 3 legs and has a little symbol branded on its buttocks. Hindquarters.
What's the symbol look like?
Shit. Didn't think that far ahead. Okay. For the purposes of this, it looks like, almost like 3 curved, inward, what was it? Slightly curved lines that form into a triangle.
Any significance to this symbol?
I would say none that you could attribute it to.
Okay.
But with that in mind, I will say this: you know it's not magical in form, or at least you feel very confident it's not magical in nature, aka it's not meant to represent anything magical in nature, and it's not meant to be a brand of a religious belief system. So you're confident in that, is what I'm trying to say.
All right. Well. I wonder if that thing that ran into my drill might have cursed me.
I mean, it might have cursed you out before it died.
Called you an asshole.
Get a ritual cast identify on myself to see if I'm being influenced by anything specific.
Okay. It does take you 10 minutes to do that. Or, I mean, as long as you know that, it takes you 10 minutes, but,
Yep.
Yeah. All of you, while he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
Considering that we could die at any given, I just look at my flask and be like, "Hello, old friend." Just take a sip of that.
Take a sip. Okay, so I know what Nomad is doing, just enjoying a nice cold sip of his, I don't know what's in that flask. I'm gonna assume whiskey of some sort.
It's called medicine, because it's clearly I'm dealing with pains that not even the best healers can deal with.
All right, fair
I'm
enough.
just trying to feed like Dusk some of his own rations. Like, come on, no, have a bite. No, have a bite. Come on.
He's doing this to someone who's actually asleep right now, who's not getting a short rest, but is taking a short rest.
We're
It's
napping.
called
I'm
a sleep
sorry.
nap.
How can you nap at a time like this?
He hadn't slept all night.
Oh, hey, look, it's Foster.
Well, then I just pat. Yeah, I just pat my bacon on like his shoulder and stuff.
Sure.
Like, make sure he's okay.
Arvad. I meant to say
Yeah.
Arvad. I'm dumb.
That's good.
Alright.
Since we have mean templates, I decided let's make some while we're waiting.
So, Zerulia, I think you're the only one left. What are you doing while he ritual casts for 10 minutes?
I'd like to send Grimray up to kind of look around the area and see how far this illusion area goes, where as far as it looks like it's grassy and normal. Like,
Okay,
just how far around us that is.
I'm guessing you're going to be perceiving through their senses?
Yes.
Okay, of course. So just checking. You launch Grimry into the air, and probably not too far from the ground, like I would say 20 feet up, maybe. Grimry begins to move forward, and once again, more rolling hills filled with grassland, more shrubs. It seems like the smell doesn't go away. It only continuously gets stronger and stronger as Grimry begins to kind of travel further in. You could technically travel for quite some time because it does take him 10 minutes, and your fly speed says you move pretty quickly, like up to let me see. I'm trying to remember. In an entire combat round, especially if you're dashing, you can move up to 60 feet. So, and that's 6 seconds. So technically, you can move up to 600 feet right now if you want in a direction. Any direction you tell me.
I suppose forward, since we like walked into it, just straight forward.
Oh, okay. I mean, more or less for all that entirety of time before I don't remember when you begin to lose connection through the senses. I think it's a mile, right?
I think we established something like that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it again. Let me just be sure.
It might be 120. I'm not sure. It could be the same plane of existence.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look up Find Familiar.
Yeah, because I'm speaking from someone who played a Pack of the Chain warlock, so they're better at it. So I don't know what a normal one does.
Yeah, while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see you're continuously looking through their eyes and hear what they hear, and I'm assuming the smell too. But yeah, so you could only do that up for 100 feet. So I'm assuming that's probably the extent that you'll throw Grimry out to.
I'm gonna send them a little further and have them report back to me, but like not much further, like maybe another 50 feet or so.
Gotcha. So we'll say for 150 feet then. For the first 100 feet, more or less still the same. You smell the beautiful smell of roasting meat. What smells like also just barely kicked open ale kegs opened up. The smell of occasional apples, as well as you could hear the sizzling of foodstuffs out here, but you're nowhere near close enough for some reason or other that you could really immediately detect the would be emanating from these sounds or smells. And yeah, you continuously proceed through Grimmery for the first 100 feet at least, the same thing over and over again with the roiling grasslands and trees and shrubs. She goes 50 feet, reports back, and yeah, there's just, it's an endless expanse in every direction.
It's all the same around here, and it all has that smell, but we can't seem to find where it's emanating from. But it all looks the same as far as Grimry's seen.
So we're back to square one.
I'm in some square.
I just look up into the vastness of this place and being. Does anyone else feel like we're just being watched? Or
Sort
if there
of
is
feels
something,
that way.
yeah,
I'm
or
getting
if
there.
there's some kind of entity or consciousness that is around here, it seems to just be observing us out of curiosity or amusement.
So, I have a suggestion, if you will. It might be wild, but I'm basing this off the stories I used to read. What if this entire thing is, as Foster said, an illusion, but in reality we are inside of a creature? Like, maybe we're slowly being, we're being led around and, being fooled while we're slowly being digested.
Good gods.
Fish can grow big,
Yes, but this would have to.
That is an idea.
Yes, but if it would have to be a very big fish to be this powerful. Plus, That's how would he even survive? How would he even survive this long?
Listen, all I know is it just showed up. So maybe someone's summoned it here. Maybe we went through a portal through the mist. Maybe the mist was just the start of the illusion. I don't know. But the soil is too weird. We have encountered way too many weird things. Like even that
I
field
have an
that causes death, you know?
Hmm.
I have an idea, and might be insane to do.
More than usual. What? If you
So I could see through the illusion, right?
As of this moment, by the way, what were you ritual casting again? Just just to make sure or something.
Identify. I
Okay.
think.
Gotcha. Continue.
Well, number one, I need to know the results of that.
I mean, you're still technically in the middle of the ritual casting. Like I'm just saying you can continue with your idea,
It's
but
like
your
10
character's
minutes, huh?
technically, yeah, it takes 10 minutes to
Yeah.
ritual cast.
Well, get on with it.
No, sorry, it's just you were in the middle of a conversation, so I thought you wanted to finish that up. Okay, but we could go ahead and just skip to like when you finish up. So
Yeah.
so once the 10 minutes do pass by, you do manage to cast Identify, and I'm guessing you're trying to identify the illusion, or what was the target of the spell?
I'm identifying if there's an effect affecting me.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's why. No, at the moment there is nothing currently affecting you in forms of curses, in magical enchantments, nothing. You are whole.
Interesting. All right. Second idea. Second thing. I'm able to see through the illusion, and are there any trees?
Yeah, there are trees. Occasionally, they're few and far between. Not compared to what was illusioned into place. Like for every dead tree out there, there's at least 6 other ones that are fake.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna start trying some stuff. I'm gonna set a tree on fire.
Are you trying to? Okay, I just want to be sure you are targeting one of the actual real life dead trees, right?
Yeah, not that I hope.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you I'm trying to remember. You have firebolt or what? How are you setting it on fire? Are you doing it through normal means? I just wasn't sure.
I'm
Got
going to
five
do it through
balls.
normal means
Okay. So with
with
what was
a
it?
torch.
Oh, okay. So with your torch, which you do begin to kind of like light with some oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Point being, with the torch that you kind of light, you press it against the dead tree. It takes a few minutes, or sorry, it takes a minute or two, because unfortunately with how the fog has been, it has made this tree relatively damp, and it'll probably continuously be damp forever. But it does eventually catch on fire, and it begins to kind of slowly but surely begin to spread. This might take a few minutes for it to completely be engulfed, but it is, as of this moment, spreading onto the tree itself.
Hey, Foster,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, if this is an effect of some kind of creature, what we could do is overload its senses, and through that, I am going to start setting things on fire so that it has to deal with that. And if we're in the middle of an illusion, I'm going to keep setting fires until what's causing this illusion comes out, or I start clearing a path.
So give it a case of indigestion.
Hey, DM, are we able to see the fires?
Something like that.
Okay. All of you could easily see the fire, but to your eyes, without the help of Foster pointing things out, At the moment, one of the trees that he's setting on fire is... Okay, sorry, I have to think about how to describe this. So, Foster, you know this is a dead tree. The one that you're setting on fire, it is clearly not of the illusion that was cast, and you can see clearly through it. But you do know that there's a thin veneer of magic over this tree to make it perceivable as one that's a fully alive and fully furnished with, leaves and everything kind of tree. Like, it's a normal tree. The rest of you see him lighting a normal tree on fire.
No, I've fully got his back on this. Like, if you're sharing your plan, like, it beats, you know, just wandering around.
Yeah, I'm all for this because I think this whole wandering in circles is getting.
In fact, prove it for yourselves. Take out a torch and wave it over the grass that you're standing on. You'll see it's fake.
Before you manage to hand off the torch, by the way, I do have actually one thing I do want to describe.
All right.
To the rest of you, as I've mentioned before, it does look like he's setting a tree on fire, and the fire is beginning to spread onto what you can know is an illusion, but what appears to the rest of you, it seems like this very colorful kind of rainbow flame begins to kind of engulf the entirety of the tree. And the leaves themselves, they are beginning to kind of catch on fire one by one. And each of them are beginning to turn from a normal green, a very vibrant and what's the word I'm looking for? Impossible kind of green.
Yep.
It begins to turn into this like very vibrant gold as the fire begins to kind of engulf each of the leaves, and it begins to shine beautifully to the rest of you.
Well, there's a fire you don't see every day.
Unexpected.
Are those gold leaves? Is that worth anything?
I don't think ink that would be worth anything if it has to be set on fire.
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, sorry. This is new to me. Like, I don't do the whole, and I do, the jazz singers thing. I don't do the whole magic thing.
All right, let's just trust the militant midget. Maybe he might have some. I think he might actually be onto something. Can you point out which trees are real and which trees are fake? Maybe we can help him. Maybe we should start setting things on fire. Speed this up.
Well, let's work under Foster's direction for now, because he seems to know what he's doing, yeah?
Right.
What are you going to blow up some things as well?
I'm ready a torch.
Yeah, we're all just waiting like an angry mob for the anarchist of August to tell us what to do.
By the way,
now was it?
Which,
he's super quiet. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I did want to pipe up and actually say I need all of you to make me a charisma saving throw as the tree is engulfed in flames.
Charisma saving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh lordy Lou. I rolled an 11, but I have a 10.
I'll automatically fail because I'm unconscious.
Oh. You just want to die, is it? The sick fucking...
Ooh, 17. Plus
Nice.
my 2.
Oh, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go.
Way to go, little Arvad.
All right. Well, I'm also doing that. I'm also making memes based on our situation.
I got a 19 for my charisma saving.
Okay.
So,
So with Arvad, you two succeed. But for Matilda and Zerulia, any feelings of worry and anxiety begin to melt away. As you watch the tree slowly engulfed by this strange, colorful rainbow flame, which then begins to turn leaves into gold. Any feelings of anxiety that you might have been feeling before, any feelings of genuine, what's the word I'm looking for?
concern.
Concern, thank you. That's actually, thank you. Of concern melts away, and you feel a sense of serenity. The both of you.
Zurulia slowly sits down on the ground to just peacefully watch the tree burn.
Mm. Those feelings don't go away for you, either of you, Arvad, or for that matter,
I just
Foster.
look at her just watching the tree burn, and I'm like, how are you so calm watching the tree burn?
It's so pretty.
Yeah, something
just
weird
look-
is going on. I can't quite place my finger on it.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't really know.
Yeah, you also
Foster,
seem
what's going
surprising-
on? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you seem surprisingly calm. For someone,
Foster
Yeah,
is going. Foster is gonna go up to to Madeline and Zerulia. He's gonna like wave a light in front of their eyes to see how their pupils react.
Oh, their pupils react
God,
accordingly. They do. I'm sorry. As you put and begin to wave the flame in front of their faces, they clearly. What's the opposite of dilate? They
expand.
Contract.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, they
Right,
they shrink. Point being, they're reacting normally. They're both a little. I mean, when you do it one by one, they do kind of recoil from the flame because it is kind of a flame in front of their face and it's pretty hot. So they do recoil. They react normally. I mean, Matilda and Zerulia are still of their mind. They can in fact react to the world around them.
Okay.
They're being influenced by magic. I know that much.
What are you
Oh,
talking
110%.
about? You're burning that good bush, if you know what I mean.
No, shut up.
We are
Um,
we are not burning. We are not burning that kind of sage.
you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep setting trees on fire.
Okay, cool. So now that by the way, the first tree is now fully engulfed in flames. It took a while, but it got there. You move to another non-illusory dead tree and more or less do the same thing. To the rest of you who are unfortunately unable to see past the illusion, you do see him, Foster, just walk through quite a few bushes, past a few other trees, to randomly, seemingly at random, pick another tree in the middle of this small forest and begins to light another tree on fire. And more or less the same thing begins to happen.
You missed a spot.
Oh. Yeah, so let me just put it into perspective. This is my solution to this. I'm just gonna keep burning trees
Yeah.
until something different happens.
Zerulia is gonna chill.
I'm just
Uh,
I'm just here. I'm just here also just watching the inferno take place.
At some point, I'm going to stand up and start wandering off.
Yeah, I'm just watching the inferno taking place while I also just take a swig of my quote unquote special coffee.
Bye, everyone.
Wait, you're wait, Zerulia's wandering off for real?
Yeah, she's just wandering off.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm like, where are you going?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know. Just taking a walk.
I just I look at your rod and I say, I'm staying with Bacon.
Bacon?
Keep safe, okay?
all
This
right,
reminds
I'll-
me of the
Don't worry, I'll be
tent my
right
shaman
behind her.
used to be in.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind her. Just goes and just after Zerulia, make sure she's okay.
I'm going
Okay.
back to the mud.
All right, fair. You're going back to where the mud is. All right. So with Zerulia and Arvad, you're both heading off in your own personal direction, away from the illusion. The rest of you, nothing really changes over the course of the next 5 to 10 minutes as you do this, Foster. You set trees on fire, which begin mind you, these trees are very far and very spaced out, so you have to walk like 30 to 40 feet between some of these trees, 50 feet tree, because there's not a lot of trees out here. But you do manage to find each and every tree within the illusion itself and light it on fire. And for those who have stayed here in the immediate area, you do see what appears to be just the same thing over and over again. Very beautiful, like almost rainbow flame engulf the tree before it inevitably touches leaves on top of them and turns those gold too. Not much changes, unfortunately.
We shouldn't
Arvad-
have came here. This was such a waste of time. We're gaining nothing. So, Foster's getting fucking pissed. Because he can see through this illusion. And I guess
Hey,
he's
yeah,
just
like your little
fucking
gas
off in his
mask.
own direction as well. That too. I have my own respirator.
Zerulia's
You're just
casting
bullshit. We just.
Uh,
light. Zerulia's casting light into little orbs and just letting them float away. She's had the time of her life. She's never
Yeah,
felt
no.
so free. She's never not been with anxiety.
now I'm just looking at her with genuine concern.
Did you want one? She offers him an orb.
I'm fine, thank you.
Whee! She lets it float away.
So all of you can still see some of the light in pinpricks, but after like about 30 feet, you lose into the fog. But you can see what looks like beacons of light that do pierce, but begin to slowly fade away as she walks further and further out.
Yeah, I just stop her and be like, okay, how about we just go back and see, I can see the others, okay?
Okay.
Fair. All right, so Arvad, you managed to turn her back. Thankfully, you didn't travel so far that you could get lost away from your group. You do turn around, you find your group again. Foster, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw again.
Okay.
Roll me something, do a little cold air.
$19 again.
Okay.
You are on a really good roll.
No change then.
As we get closer to the others, I go and give Matilda a hug.
Oh.
I just wrap like a massive arm around her, like, yeah, I got you. I got you.
This is nice.
Mind you, I'm still riding my cow at this point.
Setting things on fire.
Okay,
Well,
so
Good question. How long has it been since we've decided to stop burning shit?
Since you started burning things, I would say probably 10 minutes.
So he's been doing arson for 10 minutes while riding a bovine.
Yeah.
And then he's basically just sleeping on the pig. Then she's also here surprisingly at ease with everything that's happening while sitting next to him, sleeping on the pig. And then I'm also here just slightly drowning my sorrows away. Zerulia is just here just making balls of light and just going wee. Did I miss anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, does anything else really need to be said at this point? It's a shit show.
I just have one. I'm just going to say one thing that Mel Blanc and Bugs Bunny said when they reached the moon, and I quote: "Get us out of here!"
Get me out of here. Yeah. No.
All
No,
right.
I'm just watching Foster set fires now. It's not the 1st
Mhm.
time I've seen like a whole area get burnt down.
Yeah. So for the record, it doesn't take too long before you've already set everything else, or set everything in your immediate vicinity without traveling too much further and out of the eyesight and into the fog itself, Foster, away from the rest of your group. But everything in your immediate vicinity, which is very sparse, so you don't have to worry about like running away from a forest fire or anything, because all this stuff is really pretty pretty hard spaced out.
What a
you-
shame. I really wanted there to just be a forest fire.
Mhm. Well, regardless, point
Aw.
being, you've lit everything in your immediate vicinity on fire. Out of curiosity, Arvad,
Hmm.
what are your forethoughts at the moment?
Yeah.
What is in general something he's thinking about right now?
I would say outside of his current predicament, he's just thinking back and just reflecting on all the events that had led to this point, and then he's also thinking about the argument. He's also thinking about just like how's it everything that he has done to this point will not lead him to the basics.
Lead him to what?
Everything he's done to this point is at this rate he's not going to reach his goal. Like
Mm. Okay. So, with everything immediately on fire, what would you all like to do? Would you like to travel away from this illusion? Would you guys like to collectively, just enjoy it while it's all on fire? What will you all do?
There's nothing to
I'm stood
enjoy.
still. Oh. I'm stood still reminiscing about the good old days. And I've got Zerulia with me. I'm just waiting till my philosopher comes back and stomps at me and says, like, this place is bullshit. Rubber is always a time. I burned everything down.
I start to brush Bacon, and I end up brushing Dusk's hair with the same brush.
Aww.
He's like Bacon, right? Scratch with the brush.
There is no
Right.
reaction.
He's unconscious.
Alright, so I guess we're just going to keep fucking walking. I'm gonna come back and use more rope and tie it to my bovine and tie it to anyone who is on drugs right now's wrist. To keep them together and continue leading the party.
All right, cool. So, you begin to wrap everyone together, and you essentially begin to kind of lead them away from the illusion and further into the rest of, where the illusion ends to the regular parts of it, where you can clearly see the mud and there's no real magic trying to, quote unquote, fool you. You head further and further in. Another 10 minutes pass by, and I need you all to make me a real quick wisdom saving throw.
right.
Just
Wisdom. Right. I should be a bit better at this.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay. 10. 11. Or rather 11, I should say.
It's a very 19 day. That is another
Oh!
19.
21.
There's another natural 20!
Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah.
2 nat 20s. What was
Do
it?
it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, that's a disadvantage, isn't it?
No, you don't get a disadvantage. I think
wait,
it's
no,
a
no.
level 3 that you get it.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm being an honest player, not metagaming.
You want to die. Don't drag us with ya.
Why? Why would I? Why
Listen.
would I?
Oh, I
Be
would
trying to
never.
die.
Oh.
Listen, you may want to end, but I have some vengeance to acquire, and I'm not
I
gonna
got
do it
shit
for
to
the
do
game.
outside this forest. Don't think I want to die here.
Well, neither do I. So how about we keep it long? How about we keep ourselves alive long enough, then die of natural causes? Capiche?
Name one thing I've done to endanger this party.
Let's see. We literally fought and nearly died by saving your ass. That's one.
When?
Do
That is
that.
one.
How about the time when you had bounty hunters come kick in the door of a fine establishment, and then we literally fought
Oh, yeah.
tooth and nail, some of us close to death, just to save you?
How about the one time you tried to arm wrestle that orc and lost?
Embarrassingly, dare I say.
So, first of all, For one, I don't recall that bounty thing ever happening. Okay. Number two, that arm wrestle didn't endanger the party. You're both wrong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you didn't endanger us by challenging
Within
a
the
group of
last
young orcs.
20 minutes. Within the last 20 minutes.
Oh, and let's
Okay.
not
What have I
forget the
done
time you
last 20
decided.
minutes? Ooh.
All right, how about we go into that other thing where you tried to go for this legendary weapon in a pool that may or may not have drowned you.
Brushy.
Didn't endanger any of you, did it?
We had to pull you out of the pool before you drowned. We could have drowned with you.
Oh, I wasn't dying. That was just a safety precaution, in case I did die.
Well. Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Never have I ever put you in danger.
I just
Alright.
ended up.
Can
My
you...
head lolls back to
Ah.
sleep.
Speaking of dying in danger, I do need one of you. You know what? Actually, you know what? Foster, roll me a d20.
Oh boy.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I'm not.
we're-
That's gonna be a 9.
9. Ooh, cool. New effect.
Color Strike says, I'm tired, have a good rest of the stream. Yeah, be safe, Color Strike.
Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Excuse me. Yeah.
You're right,
Huh.
it's ability checks.
Gotcha.
Got
Okay.
confused.
Quick question. Are you attuned to anything magically, there, Seth? Dusk?
Why me? Why me?
Because you're the one who failed.
What do you mean failed?
That oh sorry, wait, no, that's Arvad. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry. You passed. My bad. Sorry, you were talking. Anyways, Arvad, are you magically
Motherfucker
attuned
almost
to...
killed me. Are you just is this some
Ah!
revenge for Madeline always calling you my name?
Yeah, sorry. It's just if I kill you
Aw.
like physically, you know, she can't confuse the both of us anymore. Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh god.
Did you literally pull in
just
there
kill-
can only
just
be
kill Seth.
one?
Yeah.
I kill Seth. I just replace him. I'm the new Seth now.
Oh, drink
No,
tea and
except
I,
you now.
you got to
Oh,
drink
God.
tea to be the real me, and as an American, I know you wouldn't stand for it.
You're right.
There's
Dude.
always-
He also
there's
likes
always
tomato
ice.
soup.
There's always iced tea.
That's true. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, my bad. Picked the wrong person to bully. All right, Arvad. Sorry, I'm supposed to bully you. Out of curiosity, are you attuned to anything?
Magic wise,
Yes.
would key be considered magic?
Technically, but you can't be unattuned to it. And
Okay.
I mean,
then
plus
that
that'd be
could-
mega rude.
I mean,
okay.
those fists are magical items.
Well, okay. If that's the case, then technically no.
Aw.
I mean, what level are you? There's no way his fists are magical at the moment.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's 6, right? That's when you get magic fist.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
9.
at number 5 right now.
Damn.
No, because we haven't leveled up in a year.
No, it feels like a year, Foster.
Aw. He's so salty.
Yes.
Of course he's salty.
could
I would
go
be salty
really
too
well
if I
with
set shit on
a
fire
beer.
and nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Cody at this point can go really well with a beer.
Things
What?
are happening.
Nothing's happening.
No. A lot of things are
I
happening.
can't pull stuff up.
You set things on fire. You adopted a cow. Honestly, and the other two are just mega chilling.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
you
things
have
are
Messi.
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget.
Finding the cow was the high point.
Oh, let's also not forget that you also killed a very eccentric gopher.
Yeah, that too.
A normal
yeah.
Tuesday for Foster.
Yeah.
So you kill gophers on
You
a
don't know what
basis?
it's like in the soil.
Yep. Yeah. You don't know. Like I said, sun never
Yeah.
sets on the Rat Empire.
What a weird way to ensure job security. You just literally eliminate the competition. No one could
Yeah.
If there's no other diggers, then who are they forced to hire? You're right.
It's a tough market underground.
Isn't that illegal? And won't OSHA get involved?
Not if they don't know.
Not if they don't want to face the drill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Man, construction companies in fantasy realms are brutal out here, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean, like construction companies, they'll break your legs with a 2x4. That Foster's just embodying that.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about.
But I can't even do that because you guys won't let me torture a guy. So
Listen, I don't want OSHA. And any unions coming in here bragging me to court just because you wanted to get violent.
OSHA's fine. It would be the police that we get involved with. As long as it's not the IRS, there's no problems.
Yeah,
By the
I'm
way,
not taking any chances.
Just because I feel I have to say this, because I just want to put that out there. There is no canon, there is no OSHA, and there is no homeowners association. So don't worry about that, guys. I'm not putting that bullshit in my fantasy realm. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
But anyways,
So what did I roll the 9 for?
oh yeah, you were rolling for Arvad's effect. So anyways, Arvad, one of the things that you particularly like enjoying and using for that matter often happens to be your flask. Your flask filled with whiskey that ironically Foster gave to you. You don't want to use it anymore. You, for the next hour,
Oh, how rude.
don't want to touch it. You just want to leave it on your belt. And every time you think of like, oh, you could really use that whiskey, you look at your flask and immediately think, never mind.
He got sober. That's interesting.
Oh,
Accidentally sober.
Oh God. The sobriety is hitting in.
No.
The sobriety.
The
It's
sobriety.
setting in.
Just like, and then I just start to just look at the flask, and I'm just like, oh God damn it.
The fog
now-
forced him to be sober.
So in a way, I
incredible.
can't even drink anymore.
Yeah, and now the memories are gonna flood back. Yay.
Oh God. Okay.
Anyways, with that
Memories
in
my
mind,
head. Oh, sorry.
with that in mind, no, that's okay. With that in mind, though, you are unable to enjoy anything from your flask at the moment, at least for the next hour. And I do want to say, ironically, as you're traveling another, once again, 5 minutes through the fog, you see, all of you collectively see this, what appears to be just this giant distillery of just big giant semi copper barrels, just huge ones, definitely meant for the purposes of brewing large swaths of alcohol. You're not quite sure what might be in these things, but you see these large just big giant cooking barrels set aside. You can see what appears to be a plume of some sort of smoke coming out of the bigger main building set off to the side, just cooking something. The brief smell of ale wafts through the air for all of you to perceive at this moment as you walk forward.
Yeah, detect magic, identify.
Once again, takes you 10 minutes, but you were saying?
I just squint my eyes and I'm just like, wait. I smell ale.
Mm-hmm.
I just start wandering in there.
All right.
I'm
Wait,
going
hang
to
on. Is this
pull
not?
on I'm gonna pull on the ropes that I tied to them.
Is this not another illusion?
From the back of the pit, you
Exactly.
hear the words. You seriously have a problem, and I don't pick my head up at all.
You're one to talk.
Are Matilda and I still goofy, or am I just doing this non sequitur?
I mean, it's up to you. You can hold on to the feeling that you once had. The feelings, the feeling of serenity stays with you as long as you want it. Mind you, with this, you do feel a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Concern, because buildings randomly popping up is a little concerning. So you're kind of back to your old self, but you could still hold on to, relatively for now, the feeling of calm and serenity that you once had. And mind you, as you're about to explore this new building, you do suddenly feel a tug as you struggle against what appears to be a rope wrapped around your waist, Zerulia.
Oh. I look back at Foster and then I just kind of stand there like, oh, well, damn, I guess I can't go further anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just hold your horses and let me make sure that A, this is an illusion, and B, it's not cursed.
At this point,
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty sure
if it is, he'll probably blow it up.
At
Sorry,
this
Nomad,
point,
go ahead.
I'm pretty sure we can't get any more cursed than this. Besides, I need a drink, even if it doesn't exist.
Oh,
I
you want some of mine?
highly
I think I
just
still have some.
advise against it. Just wait.
Yeah. Hey, I need the alcohol before the memories start flooding back.
Jesus.
Jesus, that's dark.
Yeah, that was pretty dark.
I like to think that the entire forest and party just suddenly goes silent at the end. We're just staring at him.
Yeah.
So really
What?
just like wordlessly offers her a little thing of whiskey.
I just think I'm just like, thank you. Just see it gone in one gulp. Just returns the bottle back.
Oh, thank God. I avoided sobriety. I'm good, guys. It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I do need more whiskey later though, but okay.
You will replace my whiskey later. Okay. So,
All right.
after more or less keeping the party together, Foster, or at least away from interacting with the illusions, you, as you could probably tell, as I'm about to describe, after 10 minutes, identify and detect magic. Illusion, 110%. These buildings aren't real. None of this is real. That's placed in front of you, except for obviously the floor, but that's more mud. So.
It's another fake.
Fake. No,
Really?
of course. Why am I not? Of course, it's a fake.
So really, it's like thinking really hard about this. Will it hurt us?
What?
If there's food inside and we eat it, will it hurt us?
Probably.
Oh, never mind.
You see, something or someone that would drop. Wait a minute.
What? What's up?
What have you guys been? So I'm gonna use detect thoughts on everyone and get what they've recently been thinking about.
Okay, so you try to detect thoughts, but there isn't a brothel for you for several thousand miles, so you don't detect any thoughts.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you mean distillery?
He
Thought.
said THOTS.
Oh,
Thought.
well, well,
God damn it! How did that page get into my book?
well, it's a shame that would have made this session more fun. Well, then I guess we're
Damn.
detecting thoughts.
Oh gosh.
Anyways,
I don't
so
think-
you go to detect thoughts. Sorry about that. I just had to make
Yeah.
the joke.
I don't think he wants to see my mind right now. Despite
So-
my calm demeanor, all right. There's a lot of things going on up in here.
All right. So you go to detect thoughts. Is there a particular person's mind you're delving into, Foster? Or no?
All of them.
Okay, every single thought. As of this moment, the one who catches your attention at this point would probably be Nomads, because you detect, at least on the surface level, that this is kind of a something he wasn't expecting, but is very much looking forward to, or was looking forward to at least until you mentioned the illusion.
You've been thinking about beer a lot, haven't you?
Oh, really? What gave me away? The fact that I said I wanted alcohol, and it helps keeps the dark thoughts away.
He kind of like Foster waves his hands. And which one of you was thinking about food earlier?
To really raise their hand a little bit.
I was, actually.
I think we both were, but you got the thing.
Yeah. I
You're
was
my
thinking
best.
about the warm hot fire and some roasting meats and some fresh beers.
See, she gets it.
Dusk isn't going to
So you
say
gotta
anything,
cook
but
it
if you're reading his thoughts, you see a toy monkey playing cymbals and doing a backflip.
Of course.
Oh.
Foster, he takes a deep breath and he lays his head down gently on the back of the cow's neck, and he just takes a deep breath. You all are clouding this. Let's say it's a mindscape. I think this place is able to project desires onto the grounds, and something leads me to believe as well, none of this has been real.
So what? You've been
Stephen the vampire? Sorry.
Very possible.
So what are you saying? We've just been walking in an aimless maze, seeing things that aren't real.
Yeah, effectively.
I just
Doesn't, you know.
I just take a few steps back, just turn around, and then scream at the top of my lungs.
Oh, bad vibe.
Okay.
It's not all
You need to get
all
them.
bad. It's not all bad. Everyone just listen to me and listen to me very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
I need you all to be on the same page with me here. We need to find the wizard. We need to find someone who's capable of doing magic. We need to find someone who's capable of navigating this forest. Everyone think of that.
All right. After just yelling like Kendrick Lamar, after getting that out of my system, I'm like, all right. I just sit down, start meditating on what Foster has said, and just focus on that.
So, I do want to.
I've always heard stories about Charask. I wonder what fighting one would be like.
No, you little shit.
Can I
Just
please
every time.
Can I please just take the staff and whack him back to sleep?
Hey, I didn't say it out loud, okay? That's just me rubbing my chin. He's not detecting thoughts while I'm doing all this.
It is just like Ghostbusters.
Constantly detecting
don't think
thoughts
you've
right
read it
now.
He heard the entire thing.
And it's just like when
Oh.
the next thing you know, he's just going to summon. Are you a guy?
Foster comes up to Dusk and I assume that he's still just laying on bacon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hit him.
So he's going to reach to his backpack and he's gonna pull out this really long wrench. And he says,
Oh no.
Dusk, I'm gonna need you to get your head together or I'm going to get your head in pieces.
Oh, don't use the wrench. Here, use the staff. I just give him my staff and just say, aim for the temple. It will knock him out quicker.
No, this is
bad.
personal.
Zerulia loses her serenity. Many bad vibes.
Oh,
But she is focused now.
Yeah.
poor little Dusky.
Everyone focus on the thing I told you so we can get the hell out of here.
Got it.
Yeah. Just tries.
Yeah, fine.
back.
Let's do it.
Goes back to meditating.
So, Foster, I need you to be first
Yeah.
things first. I will, as your DM, confirm that you're on to something. I won't say what, but you're definitely on the right track. Second off, I do need to know what's the thought you're trying to focus everybody on. Just give me the sentence or sentences, so that way I know what can happen next.
I'm trying to focus on someone that's capable of navigating this force, someone that has magical arcane capabilities, and someone that is hospitable.
So you're imagining you're trying to get someone in. Okay, give me a second. I'm snacking.
Well, so as soon as like Foster tells us, like describes us like a mental image, we all start thinking of it. Then, yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, first off, you all hear the sound of glass shattering. And what that sound comes from, or where it emanates from, is coming from the walls and buildings, as well as the now collapsing distillery in front of you, as it begins to kind of jagged pieces begin to fall down and just fall down like raining glass. That doesn't affect you because illusion still, but it begins to kind of shatter into the ground and begin to slowly sink into the purple mud itself. That's the first thing that occurs. Give me a second. I need to pull something up real quick.
So really does back the fuck up because sinkholes are scary.
No, I mean, nothing is sinking. It's the illusion itself that's like sinking into the ground. The ground isn't going away. It's just the buildings that you perceived at one point in the chimney, as well as the main building itself of the distillery begins to crash down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I could have
Jeez,
described
okay.
that better. A second thing that occurs, you wait for a good 2 to 3 minutes, thinking quietly to yourselves, all trying to imagine something occurring.
Imagine all the people.
Give me a second. Where is it?
Imagine all the Sethies living in all sipping from their tea.
Oh.
Very musical.
Keep my name out your damn mouth.
Hey, Dusk, do you have a
as
last
Seth
name?
would say.
Pardon?
Do you have a last name?
Dusk doesn't know.
Yeah, he was like an
strange.
orphan. His parents sold him.
Yeah, got it. Alright.
Just
So-
no parents.
Yeah. What'd you say?
It's just no parents. That's his last name.
Or
Oh, Dusk Snow.
Solo.
and I know
Solo.
So,
Dusk Solo.
So, you hear the faint squelching of footsteps. All of you. Dainty footsteps making their way in your direction. And for one reason or other, you're not sure why, but the sound appears to be echoing and coming from every single direction. Above you, below you, to your left, to your right, in front of you, and behind you. before a figure begins to emerge from the fog. A small woman, about 5'4", so fairly short, with long black hair that reaches down to behind her back. What appears to look like a purple crown of some sort or other that seems to kind of extend from one temple and the other all the way around, and doesn't really connect in the middle. Very deep green eyes. A willowy, wispy, almost gossamer thin black dress on her that doesn't cover her arms but covers the rest of her body. What appears to be golden snake bangles that seem to be wrapped around her wrist, both of them. And she is barefoot, squelching through the mud towards the rest of you. She looks at all of you, kind of observing you as she begins to get to within 15 to 20 feet. And she observes all of you before saying, "Yes, good morrow. Pleasure to meet you all. What brings you out here on this fine day?"
Interestingly enough, we're trying to leave.
Yes, but we're first trying to find a wizard friend of ours, Foster.
At this point, I don't care if he's alive or dead. I want to leave. I'm tired of these illusions.
But yeah, so am I, but we are here, like, we've gotten so deep here now. We may as well just find him. Whether he's alive or dead, and then go back. Although I do have a lot of questions, like, why is this island here, right? Like, who the hell are you? And I'm just looking, like, my accent is getting heavier by the fucking episode. Who the hell are you? Like, I just turned to her, and I was like, and why are you killing people?
Me? Killing? I've never hurt a soul in my life. And you can tell,
Okay, well-
I'm not even, you don't need to roll for this, but you can clearly tell just by her smile, extending outwards, lip to lip. Purple lips, by the way, for her makeup. You can tell she is making no attempt to hide the fact that she's lying.
I just look at her and be like,
Oh, damn.
Woman.
Okay.
"Lady, we were not born yesterday. Who are you?"
Your microphone's also really quiet again.
I just look dead in the woman's direction and say, "We were not born yesterday. We as lost as we may be. So who are you exactly?"
She clearly looks very annoyed when you ask her in that way. As she kind of turns to you and she says, "Is civilization broken now? I've always been of the opinion that, when someone says hello, you say hello back."
Not that civilization is broken.
yes,
We've just been walking in here aimlessly while trying to find one of our friends. So
She's
as you
trying
can
to
tell,
say,
we're a bit
like,
annoyed.
oh, is she saying something in the kin of, like, chivalry that now, or politeness?
Pretty much.
Like, that's what she
So Foster kind of like raises his hand and waves everyone to kind of quiet down. I said that earlier. Are you an illusion?
When you go to ask that question, she begins to slowly but surely begin to take a few steps in your direction. She is getting close to you, and she is beginning to reach her hand out to you right now. Do you react? Do you flinch? Do you cast a spell? What would you like to do?
I have my cow move backwards.
Okay, so you're just slowly backing away from her?
Yeah, as she draws near, me and my cow move backwards.
A genuine smile of both mirth and... what's the word I'm looking for? Of both mirth and amusement crosses her face as she takes a few steps and you begin to back away slowly. She stops And she says, "How will you ever know if you don't touch me?"
Because stay right there, and I'm actually gonna just use a spell slot to cast detect magic to make it go faster.
Instantly.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So okay, yeah. Because you're going instantly, I'm not gonna have you wait for the 10 minutes. But you do cast it, and immediately as your eyes, kind of gloss over with a magical field, you could clearly see that there's an illusion on her, but it's overlapping. There is clearly something behind the veil. Clearly something strange. There's something here. You know it's an illusion, and you said detect magic, right?
Right.
So, okay, you even know what the spell is. Give me a second while I remember what the spell name is. Give me a second. It should be this. Give me a second. Yeah, you know this to be disguise self. You've probably done a disguise self on yourself beforehand. You know what this does.
Yeah. I can see through you're using a disguise.
Meantime, I pull off Dusk from Bacon and throw him in Arvad's direction in the means to let him catch him and sit on top of my saddle.
Just grabs. I grab the sleeping Dusk and just flung him over my shoulder.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, as annoying as you,
You're barely alive as it is.
Yeah.
You see her kind of like cross her arms over her chest and everything and begin to blush demurely as she says, Now, no one said you could peek at the goods. It's very...
Hey,
What? Oh.
I do as I please.
Ooh, forceful little one, aren't you? And she winks in your direction.
I am just looking at this and I'm just like, oh dear.
Foster, do you do your thing where you read minds and shit, like, between you and me?
Yeah, I guess I'll read her mind.
She was asking
like
if you
mine.
read her mind.
Oh, yeah, I can read your mind.
I just keep thinking, like, say the word, and I've got, like, my heels ready to, like, start a charge.
Got it.
You know
Now,
how pigs are, like, they bolt like an explosive.
Yeah,
now, let's take a step back. You're not what you present to be. I don't care about that. But what you are and what you're doing here are two vastly different things. Are you here to be an antagonist, or are you here to assist us in our endeavors?
I
That's a good
came
question.
because... Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, but you're the ones who called me. I came here because you were looking for answers.
Good. Then at least we're on
Oh,
somewhat of a same page.
You have something to
she's
eat.
the arcane person that we were thinking of.
That was clearly the dire Gopher.
Face palms.
No!
Please.
No, he's
No,
right. It was the
that's
Dire Gopher.
That's outside of the game. But this is inside the game. Do you have something to eat? I'm starving.
You
Have you
are
learned nothing
unbelievable.
since
I
we've been
tried
here?
to feed you. We'll have this discussion later.
Yeah. Have you
Sorry,
learned nothing since we've been
corrections.
here?
Corrections. Could you have?
He's not.
Could you have something that doesn't taste like prison food?
He's not hungry. Don't listen to me. He's delusional.
I just thought,
Yeah.
I just yeet him off my shoulder.
Please throw us in the mud again.
He's such a little shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny to think about, like, all of this happening, and, like, Foster is, like, being this, like, hardcore stand 10 toes down badass while on the back of a cow.
Hey, have you
Three
seen
legs,
the
by the
stampede?
way.
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen cows in a stampede? They don't play. Everything's
Right.
there in
Yeah,
traffic.
three-legged moo cow.
My cow's gonna moo you over. Ha ha ha
Oh,
ha! I got him.
no.
That
That
was
was
quite the knee
awful.
slapper.
That was pretty bad. Yeah. Thank you, Nomad. I
Yeah.
appreciate
God
the
damn
support.
Man, I take
Hey,
that 8 points of damage, psychic damage, and actually die. I need to roll some death saves.
Why are you
uh,
saying
he
that?
was really milk. Well, it's simple. He's trying to milk the situation.
God damn it!
I'm more mad that I didn't come up with that.
Right.
Don't worry.
So, back to the plot. I need to know what this bitch is about.
There's
Okay, yeah.
plot?
Yes, we got beef with this girl.
God damn. I'm done.
I'm reaching my hit
Incredible.
point. I'm reaching my hit point maximum.
Listen, this could either go really good or south. I'm gonna have fun with it in the event that we meet our end.
All right.
Fuck it, let's do it. I'm already utterly
alright.
disappointed in you
So-
people already.
You were saying Foster.
We called you with a reason in mind. Yes, for answers. The answers of A, have you seen a wizard?
I can't say I have, unfortunately.
B, do you know how to navigate this forest so that we can get out of here?
Yes, I do. And what are you willing to give me in return for the answers?
Do you have anything valuable to whatever you are?
We can give you Dusk.
Or we could give you some gold.
Gold is such trivial. It's so trivial. I
Damn it, I'm
prefer
gonna have to look at
something
my
a little-
inventory.
I would prefer something a little bit
What?
more personal.
Dusk's firstborn. We'll wait outside, you two get to it.
What?
Is that a promise? And she actually takes you seriously, by the way, Matilda, if you said that.
Yeah? Dusk, what about it? You may have to coerce him a bit. Or Arvad, I don't know, like...
Forget it.
Okay, Dusk? Slap him awake.
Yeah, huh? Yeah?
Wake up
Yeah, we're promising your firstborn to this woman.
for our freedom.
But you have to
Now?
get busy with it. Yeah, so drop your pants, we'll wait outside.
I don't think I'm
You know how that works, right?
fine. I walk over to this fey creature and I put my hand out.
He's like, hello, my name is Dusk.
No, that's not.
This is
that's-
my first time, please be gentle.
I put my
I'm
hand out.
absolutely tugging on the rope for him to come back. We haven't
Nope.
made a deal yet.
No. You had tied the other two because they were wandering around. Your words were, "I tie them off so they don't wander." I was on the back of the pig the entire time. I wasn't tied.
I tied
I-
everyone's
He
wrist.
I
tied
was not tied.
everyone.
Doesn't matter. I'm shaking this woman's hand.
Okay.
They're gonna shake this poor woman's hand, and you don't even know where she's been.
Aw.
Hell, this sleep is
There's a
killing me.
momentous occasion. He's losing his virginity.
She
But-
does reach out, by the way. And she does attempt to shake your hand, Dusk. Promising your firstborn. You're a brave man.
So get to it. Get started, because as soon as you're ready, we can leave.
Does she put her hand out? We connected. Hands connected?
Yeah, your hands. Well, she begins to lean in, and her hand does connect with yours. And you feel the daintiness of her hand in yours. You also begin to feel some form of magic begin to pass between the two of you. It is an intense warmth.
Ooh.
If
You know what? Why don't you just take him entirely?
No, we just promised the firstborn and nothing else.
would you mind roll me a perception check, Dusk?
Oh, this is gonna be
Yo.
great.
Alright, you're the sexy music.
Let's get it on. Ah, baby. Let's get it on. Sugar.
After you shake hands, she lets go and then looks at you very intensely for a moment. Locking eyes with yours, uncomfortably so for the next few seconds. And she says, "You're promised to another."
Is
This is bullshit.
So, how does this work then? So, does the stork bring the baby now, or
Wait, you don't know how babies work? Also,
we held hands?
I tried to
That's-
teach him. He kept saying no.
We held
held
hands. Yeah, but we haven't held hands in a special. This one was warm, like a tingly.
Well, you've
Is this what
what?
sex is?
You short one, and she turns away from you now, Foster. She turns away now from you, Dusk, and turns to Foster. And she says, "I will fulfill my end of the bargain, but do I have permission to inspect this one's body?" And she motions to Dusk.
You can, as far as insubordinate as they've been this entire time, you can take them back to whatever mystical hellscape you came from. I just want to get out of this forest.
You wanted answers, and I'll give
Oh.
them. You didn't want an escape. You wanted answers to how to navigate this place.
just
I haven't
Well, yeah,
haven't
and
made
to
a
find our
deal.
friend, yeah.
I haven't made a deal entirely. So
Yeah, this
Whatever
is like the
deal you
preliminary
made with-
negotiations.
whatever deal you've made with that one there has nothing to do with me.
You wanted answers, though, and you promised him to me.
didn't
You
promise
know what?
that.
Take Dusk. I don't care.
And I didn't promise that. They did.
Take Dusk. It's fine. That boy needs to, get some experience.
He leans forward and points at her and says, "I know how this fey trickery BS works. You're not gonna pull the wool over my eyes. Now we gotta make a deal, since I'm the one who mainly called you here. Or the deal's off."
You want answers for free? My God, you're such a child. And she turns away immediately from you, ignoring you now. And
Oh,
she
he
goes over
is.
to you, Dusk, and she says, "Would you mind taking your clothes off, dear?"
Nope. Zerly
Puts
wants
both
to
his hands across his chest. So soon?
It's like every
Uh,
thing
I
he
just
tips
think-
over his own nipples. Like
I don't
what?
think-
What?
Yo.
I just face palm and being like, "Boy, just strip so the woman can inspect at what she needs to inspect."
Yeah, consider her to be like a doctor or something.
I feel like we're moving way too fast. Like this whole relationship thing.
Is she a doctor?
Not that you've ever
No,
seen.
but he needs the experience. For God's sakes, he's like 15. That's almost an adult in this world.
Here we
Definitely
go.
not 15.
So,
Yeah.
Dusk, do you move to start removing any of your clothes?
Seem trustworthy enough. Why? And now it's not unbuttoning the top button.
You know what? Fuck
That
this.
wise to her.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm taking out a pipe bomb and throwing it between the two of them.
Please don't.
I'll take
I'll
that.
go for
I'll take
it.
the shirt
And the
off.
EBGB says, "Wait, what kind of roleplay is this?"
But again, I ask why.
Wait. Okay, I do have to ask genuinely. First off, you're asking what exactly there, Dusk?
Why do I need to get my shirt off?
I'm looking for the mark for your promise to somebody else. And I do have to also ask you, out of curiosity, Foster, are you actually throwing the pipe bomb?
Yeah, I'm throwing it between them, and I'm basically preparing to light an arrow
See-
to blow it up.
Cody
God.
never says this kind of crap without actually meaning it.
Please, for
Okay,
the love,
so
for the love of all the, for the love of all the gods of this realm, please.
I support him on this. I don't trust this bitch.
I don't trust
I
her
was
either,
kind of
but I
like-
don't.
I was hoping
don't-
to see where she'd do and like how she'd react and stuff, but she's just a blank canvas. It's like
Right,
she's not there, a robot or
this bitch showed up, and then we didn't make a deal, so now they're just trying to take
Yeah.
Dust. So, fuck this hoe.
yeah. There's
She
I
said
feel
her
like
black-
they're trying to dupe us.
Who says I'm going anywhere? She didn't say that.
Yeah,
So
no,
you're gonna-
shut
You
up.
don't have a choice.
You're not
So you're
listening
gonna
to what she's
blast.
saying.
So you're gonna blast this mystery woman to smithereens, possibly their friend in the process, and then probably set this illusionary
For all
landscape
we know,
on
they're
fire.
the cause of this.
Anyway, I reveal the mark on my shoulders there.
she does look concerned at the suddenly plopping metallic tube in front of her, and she says, "So you are a petulant child," and looking over at you specifically, Foster.
Oh, if he does throw that, I get between her and the pipe bomb.
Well, no, it's between you two.
Well, yes, I get between her and the pipe bomb. That's what I just said.
I mean, I
Can
could
I just ask what kind of cutie mark you have?
cutie mark.
You know, yeah, My Little Pony style.
You've already seen it.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
yeah, it's the
Oh.
yeah, it was the mark that was attached to his soul. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a glitch.
I forgot.
So you do have your shirt off, right? And you are protecting her. You push her away and put yourself in front of the bomb.
Basically.
Quick question: you do have your shirt off, right? I just want to be sure about that.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. And you see her wrap her hands around the mark. You know, kind of like she's gripping at something. And you can see her slowly but surely as some kind of red flame begins to kind of like engulf her hand, and she is right now crushing something. She is right now at the moment. You could see something going on in her hand, and the mark begins to slowly but surely, like almost like it's being tethered and pulled into her hand. It's slowly burning away as it's beginning to get pulled into her hand. And before you know it, you see only ash and dust begin to kind of float away from her hand. And she
Did
said,
that hurt?
"You felt nothing."
Huh.
But you do feel
Anything you want to share
lighter.
with us?
What the hell just happened?
Oh, that. I flex like the shoulders.
We possibly lost our bargaining chip. That's
Does
what
it feel good?
what happened.
Oh, for the love of
Like it's a. Like, is that like a weight off my shoulders kind of deal?
Yeah, it's like
God
a
damn it, literally.
It feels like a literal weight off of your shoulders as you suddenly feel like the heaviness or of something oppressively like on top of you, even if you can never put your finger on it, on how best to describe it. You feel suddenly lighter. You feel like you can move faster, like something has been removed.
Oh, it must be the exhaustion.
And
Because I can't see back there, I kind of look back. I say, what did you just do? I
a
can't
favor
see.
for a favor, dear. And she puts her hands on your shoulders and like looks towards Foster over your right shoulder, towards you, Foster, and she says, "I'll fulfill my end of the bargain. You said you wanted to know about how everything here works, right? Well, thankfully, you're speaking to the one who owns that domain."
I haven't made a deal yet.
You did. You lie.
I didn't. They did. I haven't made any deals.
Well, regardless, as part of the deal, you want an answer, and I've already got my payment. I'll tell you, the only way to really know how this place works is you know that when you think of something, it comes to some degree an answer. But the answers on what you're seeking, it is never what you want it to be. So only imagine what you don't want, and it comes to you.
Imagine what we don't want. So if we imagine we don't want the wizard to die, we'll see it.
You could tell, because Foster, you're more than intelligent enough to parse through her, what's the word I'm looking for? Through her cryptic answer. Whatever whatever you want, whatever you imagine that you want, the opposite occurs to some degree, or some interpretation of it. So if you want, for instance, to find your house, you will never find it here. But if you imagine you don't want to find your house, or if you want to find the opposite of it, then you will find your home.
Well, I'm glad that I thought of someone that was hospitable, intelligent, and knew about Arcane, and clearly the opposite showed up.
Mhm.
And he's going to hop off of his cow, and
With a huff and a puff.
and he grabs the pipe bomb and cuts everyone loose.
The fuse, yeah.
Yeah. I would.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so we basically just be like, oh, I'm beginning to enjoy this place. In fact, I enjoy this place so much I would never want to leave. Along with the wizard that we were supposed to find. Since we can't bother fighting him, I don't even want to find him anymore.
I hope we don't run into the wizard we're looking for.
Yes.
I really hope this bitch doesn't leave right now.
I don't understand why there's so much moaning at night with you people. Just holding hands with nothing.
We're gonna have to have Zerulia explain everything to you.
Put your shirt back on.
By the way, she pats the top of your head, by the way, Dusk, and she says, well, anyways, enjoy your travels. Be careful. This place can be dangerous. And she begins to walk away.
Before she walks away, I'm grabbing her arm.
Mm-hmm. And she turns around, surprised.
Please
Am
live
I?
with his people.
Am I the last? This is the last time I'm gonna see you.
Not if you don't want to. And she winks and begins to pull away out of your grasp.
Before she does, I kneel down and I undo my shoes and I take her legs and I put the shoes on her.
You're
Got
thinking that fits?
Regardless if they fit or not. If she lets me finish this, after I put them on, I'll stand up. I'll say, Ma said, if I find the right girl who we do a special handhold,
Oh,
I should
God.
give something of mine to her. And I cover my face and I walk away back to the party.
The gift of mud-covered shoes.
I just look at this
Oh
one.
my God.
I just look at this
Now
boy.
go on. Now come on, Day.
I just look at this boy and I'm just like, you have so much to learn about the birds and the bees.
This little rapscallion. Oh, he's a bit of a cheeky fellow, isn't he?
Make yourself
Yes.
abundant.
She does lightly blush, by the way, as you put the shoes on her, and she says, thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate that.
after 7 years, he's finally got an in-world girlfriend that he himself worked for.
What was that
Yes.
supposed to mean?
Oh my god.
Yes.
By the way, the shoes are a size larger than she probably can fit in, but she has shoes
So
now.
every time she walks, she just like slosh, slosh, slosh.
It only took getting lost inside of a illusionary forest and Foster summoning this hoe for him to finally meet a woman.
Bruh, he's met women.
Oh
he just
no,
has...
she's imaginary.
No, he's met women. He's met
Oh my
women. He
God,
just
that would
hasn't-
be the worst.
It's not that he hasn't met women. He just hasn't gone past a certain point.
He's never met women and passes straight through Madeline and Glitter. I knew it.
Bruh.
Oh.
Incredible.
I was talking about Seth in real life, though, but you know.
Sorry, Zerulia and
Bruh. You don't know this man could be-
yeah.
the
Matilda.
big one. No, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve an actual.
Matilda.
You don't deserve an actual name. No, I still hold grudges.
So you don't know what this man is doing.
What are you doing?
Not online. For all you know, he could be the ladies' man.
Nah, no.
You never know.
I got an inkling, at least.
Quick question. Foster. You Sorry, I'm just thinking about something. Oh, that's funny. Okay, cool. Alright. She proceeds to leave. And all of you see her begin to kind of wave her hands a little bit as she begins to kind of cast something. It's very hard to hear now that she's kind of traveling away. And then all of a sudden, Foster, the words you were hearing her incant, she manages to finish, and then it just goes dead silent for you.
Wait, I didn't get your name.
God damn
No
it.
one did, and no one asked her, and she's now gone. Well, I mean, not technically true. Somebody did ask, she just ignored it. And she is disappearing into the fog. And for you, Foster, everything is dead quiet.
No, wait a minute. Baby, I didn't catch your name.
Then they come back.
Oh.
So with the pipe bomb still in hand, Foster's going to flick it.
Okay.
Am I able to hear it?
Nope.
Ah, good. This bitch cast silence on me.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well then, fortunately, it doesn't matter if I'm silenced because I'm telepathic.
Mhm.
As I instruct everyone, A, that I've been silenced, and B, that bitch is a hoe, and I'm glad that she's still here.
No,
That
she's
bitch is a hoe.
left. She
Yeah.
cast that spell and then left.
Yeah, she's clearly still here, and I want her to stay.
Opposite day here in the Fogland.
Opposite day.
Mhm.
What kind of? Man,
Oh
this is
no.
bad. This remind me. Okay, remind me. I mean to remind me when this quest is over. I'm going to the beach that we narrowly survived the last time, and I'm just going to enjoy.
With the
I'm just going to enjoy
explosion?
it. Yeah, the only difference is I'm going alone, where I can enjoy some peace and silence. Blessed,
Okay.
sweet silence.
So, yeah, telepathically, I'm going to tell everyone that, well, now we just need to think about getting deeper into this forest. And presumably, if this hoe was correct, we should get out of here.
Mhm.
Great.
And with that thought in mind, because it's already kind of past the time where we were normally
Yeah,
done,
it's after 11, yeah.
we could leave off there. You guys making a game plan
Yeah.
and figuring out how to maybe get out of here.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, though, I can't wait to split some like Raiders skulls after this one.
I want.
My
Yeah.
war spear yearns for blood.
Yo, can I get some XP for that? Because that was a combat for me.
I
Jesus
agree.
Christ.
I agree.
I do
It was
milestone.
a struggle.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a struggle. I hated having to basically carry this entire thing.
At
I
the
would- I
very
agree,
least,
yeah.
I do feel like you should get some like inspiration though for all of that.
Yeah, he's the MVP. He's been the MVP for this session, so we got to.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Very useful.
He's been
You
nothing but
shut your
antagonistic to
mouth.
everything that we come across.
You have
You
no
shut
right
your
to
mouth.
speak.
Hold on a minute, everybody.
Hold on a
It's
second.
opposite day, remember?
Hold on a second, okay?
Oh, right. Actually, you're right.
Let's see. I summon forth a scroll friend who he murders with what? Within a couple of sentences? Okay? I get-
friend.
I get lucky, okay? And somehow find someone who actually likes me enough to want my kid. Okay? Did you not hear that?
No,
Okay.
it was a bargain.
What do you mean a bargain?
Yeah, we
Right,
sold
so
your first
you-
one to her.
So Hex, I assume that this actually isn't Fey magic, because if that were true, then that bitch would have been in a bind, because I didn't make a deal with her, and I summoned her there. She just basically took whatever from Dusk, and then decided to tell us how to get out of here, and then left.
Yeah, but it wasn't a deal that you made.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the deal that was.
So why you
made.
why you keep talking?
Yeah.
You keep saying, "Oh, I didn't make a deal with it." It wasn't a
Because
deal
I
with you.
wanted to have basically this bitch on my hip so that I could use her rapid fire.
What a shame. I don't
Mhm.
use people. I start
Well,
relationships with them.
Such a waste
You
of
wanted
time.
to bang her?
I'm getting married, guys.
Oh my
But
god.
ultimately,
Is this
You-
D&D or Days of Our Lives?
uh,
What kind of drama is this?
I'm
He held
just-
his
It's
hand.
Golden Girls.
Although I'd
feel
like
like
to have done
for
it in.
being a friend.
I would have
I feel
preferred
like
to do it in private, away from your prying eyes, perverts.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I'm just confused and
Too
trying to get
bad.
out of this. Yes, you're the one here trying to get it in with some strange woman with no shoes.
You were all
It's getting some
encouraging me
strange,
to.
that's for sure.
You were all encouraging
No,
me
we-
to.
We
Well,
didn't
she
say
was
fall
like-
in
Watch-
love.
Watch the VOD back. Okay, this is
We
this
said-
is me.
we
You
said
all
just
said
make-
yes, do it.
Listen,
We said
we,
make love
we
to the
basically
woman
want to
and
eat a
give her
pump and
baby.
dump.
Yeah, we said basically just shacking like a boom boom and dip.
Yeah. Yeah, and I did that.
No, you just...
Yeah, I did. What's the complaint? I don't understand.
No, hand-holding is not the... Oh, Zerulia, please explain it to
You
me.
know what? You know what? Fuck it. Who the hell cares? The
know what?
time has been wasted. The opportunity is gone.
You know, when we get out of here, I'm going to give you a very in-depth, thorough talk about the birds, the bees, and how babies are born.
Yeah. Like, I
That's
explicitly remember you asking if it was done by a stork or not. So you have no idea.
Yeah, because
I have an idea. I was told by the others.
No, it's the wrong one.
that's what they tell the children.
What wrong one?
See, there's two versions of that. There's one where they tell the children,
Oh,
and then there's one that
oh,
they
God.
tell the teenagers. And then the teenagers, here's one, and I quote, as my father once told me, when a man meets a woman, and the woman meets that man,
When a
for her.
man loves a woman.
powerful urge sweeps over.
Why can't you all just be happy for me?
We are happy for you. We're just
Oh
also
my
pointing
God.
out something.
Fuck you. That's why.
You're just jealous.
This is coming from this is coming from a shit stain who wanted to die the entire time.
I understand now. I get it. It all makes sense. Every time you people try to make a
What do you
baby,
mean, you people?
there's all this screaming. So I'm guessing that he's holding your hand too tightly, and it's hurting you at night. And I didn't. I
Something's
doing the
getting held
screaming,
tight,
honey.
but it definitely isn't hands.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
he's the one doing the screaming.
Oh, it's nice to know the Mad Marshes is living up to its name, so that's pretty funny.
yes,
Yeah,
'cause madness
it's
is
pure
ensuing,
insanity.
It's madness is ensuing, and you wonder why I also think drink partial hobby.
Also, we're
Anyways,
gonna have
this
to
is-
talk about your drinking problem
I'm
and
perfectly
the
fine.
memories.
Nonsense. It's nothing to be
Like, at
concerned
least
about.
I
I'm
thought
perfectly
back
fine.
of like the good old days when an entire field gets set alight. You're just like, I need booze, or the bad thoughts come back in my head.
The more that
What?
the more that opportunity gets declined from Foster, the closer he is to just setting a random person on fire.
So basically, you're an arsonist when you're an arsonist when you're stressed.
Yep.
That's deeply.
Or
I have his
you know,
back on this one. Like, I just wanted him to turn. Like, if it would lead to results, he can blow up the entire island for all I care.
You would then
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we're gonna have
get
to
her
find our way
attention.
out of this next time. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Also, yeah. This is also Arvad on a good day. Everyone is like, you can't drink your feelings away, eh? Au contraire.
I can and
guys.
I will, and even if I can't, I'll try.
Yeah. You can't drink your feelings away, me.
Yeah,
I'm
glug,
sorry.
glug,
You were
glug.
saying?
Answer me this, riddle me this, Batman. Was this actually Fey magic or no?
It was in fact Fey magic.
Great. I'm glad we wasted an opportunity.
Damn.
So, how? Because if that part is behind us, how close was I with the suggestion that we might have been in like his belly of a beast or something? Was that like way off or?
It was off. I'm sorry. I was.
No,
I
that's
was
fine.
like-
It's like,
Yeah.
as like someone who DMs a lot, I'd like to think I'm good at puzzles, but when it comes down to it, and I really just don't have like the evidence in front of me or like the clues or whatever, and I just don't see it, I'm lost. Like, so I figured I'd just play it up, like even when like Cody found like the illusion and stuff. It's like, okay, well, I have low intelligence, so what do you mean? What do you mean, illusion? What? Like, I
What's
could
an
see it
illusion?
right in front of me.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Yeah. Illusion, but
before-
there's grass right here. Oh, sorry.
Before we end things, could I just say I just got a package in the mail.
Oh.
It is a bunch of sea salt caramels and a pride blanket and some
It's
lemonade.
arrived.
It's arrived. Thank you guys for the care package. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate everything that went into it.
It's
Yeah.
all Hex's initiative.
Thank you so much.
Wouldn't have gotten there without the rest of you guys, though. Like seriously, it's our gift to you, to make sure you were good.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I had no part in it.
Shut up. You did.
Wait, there
No,
was a
I
care-
paid for you as well.
Oh.
Not how
I
that
wish, why
works.
didn't you tell me you guys were doing a care package? Send something.
You were sick.
Your dick in a box
And
doesn't count.
unavailable.
Stop trying to send that to me.
I'm not sending my
What the
phallic regions, you monster.
What the fuck?
What? He keeps on sending me an
Oh,
album.
I must clarify. He's British. Apparently,
Of
they have a
course.
dish called spotted dick,
Isn't that a pudding?
and yeah, I think so. Or like a sausage. I don't know. Like it's Britannistan, so who knows, right?
What? Jesus.
Just to give a quick update before we round off, though. Tara has been slightly under the weather and has been really busy with their apartment hunting and as such, and they've been making very good progress. So, all good news all around. But we haven't been been able to do the raffle for the Soul Frame game keys that we promised. There's 2 of them. So I'm hoping either next stream on Monday or the one that I'm planning this Friday to sort of like celebrate the amount of extra subscribers that we've had and stuff. So this Friday, I'm hoping Tara will be around to help with the raffle and then give the game key to a lucky winner for the raffle. So keep that in mind. We haven't forgotten. We haven't done it yet. It's just that, you know, someone's real life comes first always. And if that takes some time, it takes some time. But we support them, and we're glad it's done now. Well, as good as done, at least. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And unless we want to bitch a bit more, I guess we could just move to like a general voice chat post-stream and wait there. But I do need a bathroom break. As far as lessons go, I should say be grateful. When good things happen to you, be grateful to those around you who make that happen. And I fully intend to do that because people like you and are willing to give you a lot of like help and support and whatever. But if you take people's kindness for granted, like if whether it's malicious or just because, you know, you're on the spectrum and you're oblivious to it, I've had to learn that the hard way myself. People tend to go like, oh, I guess like Matt doesn't like us then. So never take other people's kindness and willingness to help you and stand by your side for granted. Whether it's in a working condition or work relationships or a private relationship, let people know that you do appreciate them if you truly do so. Okay, let that be a lesson for you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Skyrim. I have no idea what we're gonna do on Friday yet. It could be Red Dead Redemption 2, it could be Helldivers, maybe Vermintide with some people, I don't know. It would be fun to just, you know, be able to talk to you guys and do something chill again. Anywho's, be safe everyone. Do you guys have something last minute to say?
I had fun. I enjoyed myself.
Dusk's
As
wise
did I.
words are to always wear gloves when with your significant other. You don't want to, you know, accidentally wind up with the stalk appearing on your doorstep 9 months later.
God.
Is
This
this your-
campaign is ever done.
So this is
I'm
your
willing
idea.
to run one for you guys.
So wait, is
Nomad,
this
go
your
ahead.
idea of Is this your idea of basically saying wear protection?
I mean, obviously.
Okay then. So
Her hands
Well,
were sticky. Ew.
well, let's birds and the bees talks and storks aside. This has been, as always, fun. I always enjoy playing with you guys. Hex, as always, thank you for hosting,
Mm-hmm.
being our great DM.
Thank you, Hags.
Yeah.
Big Hex.
Yeah, and of course we have to get, and of course, Cody, you're the MVP for this session, so props to you.
I'm disgusted by this whole endeavor.
I'm confused, so I guess and I'm
Ah.
confused.
The
So-
world must burn, but I have not been given a match.
One patience, you will have your
Listen,
day.
I'll
but
let
not
you
today.
torture people when they actually have it coming, okay?
You'll have
No.
your time. You'll have your
No.
time, but not today.
Right. So, Cody,
No,
any last words?
If you want to be unhinged, join a game that allows you to be unhinged.
Oh, come on. You had fun in my game.
Well, that's this game.
Listen, I have fun, and if this campaign is ever done, I'm gonna run one for you guys as well. And I'm even gonna extend the offer to Tara and Nomad. What am I saying? Amon?
No, what's that to say? Wait a minute.
And
Wait, but I'm here.
You were
Nomad's-
uninvited, then
yeah, you already-
re-invited.
everyone present gets an
I forgot
invitation.
to tell you,
and Tara
Nomad's
and
no
Amon as well
longer
if they
welcome
can.
in this game.
Unless there's another nomad that we.
Nomad.
Are you
No,
seeing
the
other
Seth
nomads?
had Hex. Seth, Hex, Yvonne, Nomad, look at Zeke. Ah! My head! And he is. But we're gonna make it fun as well. And I want to give Hex a moment to like be a player as well sometime. Okay?
What are you talking about?
So,
Hex is
like,
always a
let's
player.
say in like a year, if this
Fist
is
bump.
ever done, I'll take up the reins and I'll run one of her, you guys, because I'm keen to see what you guys do as a group, like with Hex in the mix. Anywho's, be safe, everyone, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later.
Bye.
Bye now.
Yeah.